Hello, everyone. This is Chris Angel. This is the Beige Reds TV, and I'm here because I think the fan base is going to a meltdown currently, and I wanted to check in on everyone to make sure everyone was okay, wasn't doing anything silly, because YouTube is going crazy, Twitter is going crazy. I just wanted to check on everyone to make sure everyone was okay, and I wanted to see what's everyone's opinion in regards to a certain player's decision to stay at their current club. So yeah, that's what I'm here for and stuff, and to hear you guys and see everyone's okay. Dakota, what's up, girl? Hope everything is okay. Hope you're enjoying your day. I hope the news hasn't upset you in any way if you know about the news. But if people don't know yet, apparently the player we've been kind of trying to get or trying to convince to come to the club has rejected us and decided to stay at Real Sociedad, and that is Zubamendi, a player that I think a lot of us wanted at the club. Um, but now he chose to stay. So yeah, that's unfortunate, I guess. But we move. I think a lot of the fan base is upset. I think you have a right to be upset. I think you know, um, which is weird because I don't understand um, what's going on. I don't know the details in regard it because apparently I heard a couple of days ago um, he said yes to us, and then uh, we were supposed to trigger something or some type of clause or whatever. We didn't trigger it. Apparently, Zubamendi's his club, Real Sociedad, made a presentation for him where he can in regards to reasons to stay at the club or whatever. It's been a weird kind of 2 weeks. I don't know where we move from here because I know the season starts on Saturday or Friday or whatever. So in regards to bringing in a player um, before that, I doubt it. Um, I think the window closes the first week of September, if I'm correct, right? That's the last day. The 31st, I think that's the last day. So in regards to bringing in players, or everyone thinking we're gonna bring in three players, which is like the center back, the six, and the right wing. I doubt we're gonna bring in three players if it's a pretty much 2 weeks to talk about Subamendi or getting into motion in that. So I doubt that. So where does that leave us as a club or ambition wise? Where do we go from here? So it is unfortunate. Um, it's real unfortunate. And I just wanted you guys' opinion. That's all. Let's see. Our girl Dakota. Yeah, I heard the news. It really does suck. It was pretty much a done deal. Super weird. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's super weird. Okay, let's see, Dakota. Are we even going to sign anyone at this point? I don't know. It's cutting. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I think from Dakota. I don't know if you read. Apparently, someone quoted. I think it was Paul Joyce. One second. Um, was it Paul Joyce? Let me see. There was a quote. Uh, okay, Paul Joyce. No, it wasn't Paul Joyce. Give me a second. I'm trying to find this quote from somebody that's like close to the club, pretty much stating. One second. Um, Let me see. One second. Um, Yeah, so Paul Joyce pretty much suggested that we're not buying a six anymore because we have the likes of Gravenberch and all this mumbo jumbo. We have all these players, so in regards to getting a six, we're not getting a six anymore. And that's kind of concerning to me because that means they left all their eggs in their basket for Zubamendi, and they don't have a plan B. So that's unfortunate. So it looks like we're not getting a six. Um, what's up, Hollywood? What's up, Hollywood? Edwards and Hughes, Dumb and Dumber. Yeah, it's so weird. It's so weird. Like, and I was willing to give like the new structure a chance. Um, but they've been in the position since um, was it June, July? And I understand there was a lot of football in the summer going on. So you had the Euros, you had the Copa America, you had the Olympics, right? But I think the moment that ended, I think the Olympics or the moment La Copa America ended in regards to you wanted to get a South American player, or the moment the Euros ended, um, why wasn't Zubamendi targeted the ending of the Euros? You know what I mean? Like we were waiting, we waited too long, and I don't know. I think we might not sign anyone, and I know I was the first one here. I was one of the few people here to say it. I think Gravenberch is going to be the six. I think I said it last season. I think I said it a couple of weeks ago. I think he's going to be the six, and it's unfortunate because I think we want to do great as a club, but I also think all it takes is three injuries, and we're done for the season. I think we lose a center back. God forbid, knock on wood or whatever. But I think if we lose a center back through injury, based on the squad, how the squad is right now, we're very light in that department. We lose a midfielder. Let's say, for example, we lose McAllister or we lose Sabazalai, for example. We lose an attacker per se. Let's say we lose Mo Salah, whatever. Um, and we're back to square one. We're playing catch up. So I think for a club or for an organization as Liverpool that likes to be proactive in regards to like being ahead of the game, we kind of really are left behind. You know, it's not a good look. Chris, big up. Hey, what's up, Mary? This is why I feel. This is why I feel like we need to go after multiple people and not focus on one person for reasons like this. And the frustrating thing I think, and I think you guys probably know more about me because I've been so busy. But apparently, we're after a goalkeeper. So we know we need a right winger. We know we need a center back. We know we need a six. But the priority seems to be now this goalkeeper, which I think he's highly rated. I want him at the club, and I understand you want to future proof that position because obviously, uh, you know, there are rumors about Allison or whatever, and you want to future proof that position. You want to make sure we don't go back to the whole Mignolet carrier days or whatever. I understand that, but we got to focus about the here and now instead of like what's going to happen in a year's time. So it's real concerning for me. I'm sorry, I didn't read this. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Um, Enzo's been frozen out. Okay, so I've been hearing this. Enzo's been frozen out. Can someone explain to me how he's been frozen out? Because obviously I haven't really been watching like the preseason games. Uh I don't understand how people are saying that. Is it based on like the amount of minutes he's playing on preseason, or is it like certain rumors that are being said? Can you please tell me, Hollywood? I will really appreciate it. Like if you can like educate me as to why he's being frozen out. I do know he was being rumored to be like apparently Marseille wanted him and we rejected the deal. So can you give me more on the Endo situation, please? Mary, oh no, just when you don't want to hear something, it happens. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's very conflicting. It's a very conflicting reports going on. I don't know what the hell's going on. Okay. My question is why Edwards and Hughes wasted 2 weeks on a deal knowing the player isn't 100% about leaving the club. After what happened with Flavia and Caicedo, it was important they got this deal done. I completely agree, but room like I said, I don't know much because obviously I've been very busy, and you guys can kind of talk to me more about it. But from what I read, which I don't know if it's true or not, he wanted to come to Liverpool, and I think looking at the timeline, I think we procrastinated. So if I'm correct, because someone can explain to me, there was a release clause in his contract, correct? He apparently, I'm gonna say in quotations, he said yes to us. Why didn't we trigger the release clause and get him in right away? Why did we wait and give him wiggle room to kind of falter his mind in a way? So, um, yeah, I'm just confused on that. Now I heard reports earlier today before the whole he said no to Liverpool, but apparently I heard reports that Real Sociedad told him that he had to pay the release clause, which I don't know how the hell that works. Um, but this whole saga has been very stupid. It's been very silly. Um, so if you guys have more information to enlighten me, please and stuff, please. Honesty is in, honesty. Honestly, it's embarrassing for us as a club, man. I'm tired. Yeah, yeah, I understand that, Kay. I really do, man. It is embarrassing. Um, 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that, guys. My dog was being weird. Okay, let me see who else. Okay, Realism. What's up, Realism? Not bothered about the Zubimendi. We need a top class DM with other additions, but wasting time, not giving the manager time to bed the players is poor. Yeah, I think I kind of agree with what you're saying on Realism because I think what doesn't help is the fact that we had these two tournaments in the middle of the summer, so he didn't get the players back in time. He didn't get the first teamers back in time to embed to the system. So we're kind of in a way playing catch up, which is kind of unfortunate. And now the season starts on well, we play on Saturday if I'm correct, right? And you know, we don't have any new players in, and I think in regards to ambition, not to be the negative one because I did say I was going to try to be a bit more positive this season, but it's like it's kind of hard to sit here based with the we all know the holes we have it in the squad, right? We all know the deficiencies we have it as a squad, and to sit there and say we're going to win anything next season is a bit hard to say. And I do understand we did finish third, we did win a trophy last season, but it's a bit hard to sit there and say we're going to win things when there's no addition. Now there's only so much Sloth and his new tactics can do with certain players, right? So I don't know. I think we're going backwards in a way, you know. And I don't blame Slot for it because at the end of the day, he is just a coach. You know, Huge and Edwards have to take the L for this. They have to take the blame for this. So it is a bit unfortunate, to be honest. The current squad as it stands needs reinforcements in the first team unless the top four is the only ambition and no US no Champions League challenge. Don't care about Zubimendi. We do need a top class six. Realism. If you mind, um, I guess we're all here, and I guess what ifs, right? What? Because I think, unfortunately, I don't know much about football like everyone else, but a top class six, who is it? Just. I'm not saying you're right or wrong. I'm not gonna. Everyone has an opinion, but what, like, who's out there that we can acquire that you deem as a top class six? Because all summer, I think everyone was saying, even I was saying that we needed an enforcer as a six, an old school number six enforcer. Zubamendi was not that. He is a different type of profile of a number six. So is the club does the club see something differently than what we see? Question for you guys. Why, when you support Liverpool, is there always drama or non-existing war? I don't know. For the past 5 6 seasons, all I've heard is we have a war chest, 150 million dollar war chest here, and it's every year, unfortunately. And I think the fans, I think people have the right to be upset, like some of you guys in the chat are the right to have the right to be concerned. Um, you know, it's just sad because you know you close a chapter last season with obviously the manager leaving, and you want to start a new chapter fresh, and we're starting the chapter. We're starting the book with like pages ripped off the book. You know what I mean? It's sad. It's sad. Okay, realism. Joyce. Okay, Joyce and the others have reported that we will not sign a six and look at players we already have in the squad. Trey was name dropped, which is alarming. Trey the kid. Trey the kid. You know, I don't. Like at the end of the day, like I said earlier, there's only so much a new manager and new tactics can do with certain players, especially when you have players on the decline. Not decline when you decline in regards to physically, right? So Salah's not getting any younger. Van Dijk's not getting any younger. Endo, whether we like Endo, I think a lot of us like Endo. I think he's an exceptional player for us. I think he earned his stripes last season, in my opinion. But you can tell there's deficiencies in certain players physically, and certain tactics aren't going to change those physical deficiencies. So there's holes in the squad that clearly we can see as fans, that we watch Liverpool play game in, game out. No matter the time we're there supporting the club through the TV or whether it's going to the stand, that we can see that it's very difficult for me as a fan trying to be positive that the club doesn't see it as well. Now, we can use the excuse as Liverpool doesn't have money per se. Well, no one's asking to splash $100 million on these players, or even 50, or even 30, or even 20. If you want, go to South America and get a player for 10 million, or go to Africa, for example, or you can go to Korea or Asia, the Asian market, and get a player that fits the profile. Like, it doesn't have to be a player of a status, as long as the player fits the profile. But it's like they don't even want to do that. This excuse about money is kind of weird to me. You know, It's just weird. Uh, let's see. Wait, time out. Mary, this has been Liverpool over the past 30 years. It's unfortunate, man. It really is unfortunate, but you know, if they don't get a top class six, what our club has been will be oblivious. Mm. Calma, Angel. Oh no, I'm perfectly I'm perfectly calm. I'm perfectly calm. Okay, let's see. All right, realism. Okay, Varela, Andre are Zulamendi profiles. Mm, I wouldn't say they're Zulamendi profiles because I watched them since they were in South America playing, but I see where you're going at. Morton, more like Tyler Morton. Morton, that's the guy from Sporting. Ederson are more robust with 50% of Zulamendi's profile. Okay, Ederson isn't a six though, and I want people to understand that Ederson's not a six. He's an eight that can play the six. Morton is that Tyler? You mean Tyler Morton? Realism, and then the I'm not gonna butcher his name, but the guy from Sporting, he's a six as well. But I don't think he's going anywhere. They just gave him the captaincy in Sporting, so are more robust than. Yeah, I don't know what type of profile they want because we sat here right as a fan base talking about we need an enforcer, and they go and target Zubamendi, which isn't an enforcer. So clearly, sloth or his playing style don't want an enforcer or a robust, like you said, realism six. So yeah, let's see. That's to name just a few. There are 100%. There are hundred of players that are DMs. No, you're right, realism. You're right. You're right. And I think the fans have a right to be upset because when you have journalism or you have people reporting, oh, Liverpool are not going to get a six anymore. I think it's a poor planning. You know, you put all your eggs in one basket. It's kind of poor planning for the. We like to say this is Liverpool Football Club or Liverpool's a massive club. It makes it's kind of a bad look, in my opinion, when you have poor planning and stuff. Isn't an excuse about money or quality of players that is available for the position? Um, that's a good question, 12 man. I think I don't think it's a money issue, in my opinion. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, we cheap or whatever." I just don't. I just don't like. I know me and 12 man. We're in the same boat. Like, there's a player in the MLS called Rodondo. Fer, Redondo. People might know his dad or whatever. He plays in the MLS. Go get him for 10 million, and I will be happy. So I don't think it's a money issue. I think it's a poor planning issue, in my opinion. I think it's a poor planning issue. I really think it's a poor planning issue. I think I don't know. I think it's just not a good look for Hughes. I think I don't know. I don't want to like disrespect the man because I'm not trying to go that route, but it's just poor planning. It's poor planning to me. Like, and it says it all with us targeting a goalkeeper right now, where it's like one of the least things we need at the current moment, and we're targeting the goalkeeper from Valencia at the current moment. And I understand. I said this earlier, but I understand us trying to future proof that position because obviously Allison is getting there in age. Um, you know what I mean? Like you want to future proof that position. I get that, but that's not a priority. What? Hey man, what you know about this guy, man? What you know about this realism? You watch Boca Juniors realism? I know you had that ball knowledge. Callum looks like he's done with life on Coppish. Yeah, yeah. I was on there earlier and I was watching them rant. It's kind of, but I think sometimes I think we do it to ourselves as fans, and I love that's my brother Callum and stuff. I have a lot of love for Callum, but we do it with ourselves as fans. We we're too reactionary, and it comes and bites us in the ass. And I think when you have love for something, right, it's the hope that kills you, and unfortunately, it bit him in the butt. You know what? I'm gonna drop the link real quick. I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna drop the link so we can talk and stuff. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat so you guys can come on and just have your say and stuff. You like I know some of you guys don't normally come on, but if you just want to come on, you can. You don't even have to show your face. You know, what I mean, just come on and just have let's have a conversation. Like realism, if you want to come on, you don't have to show your face. Just come on and just talk to me. Or Hollywood the same way. If you just want to come on and just have a say here and there, or Mary, if you want to come on and have your opinion, you can. Like just come and talk. Just come and talk and educate me. Zuma Mendy, Zuma Mendy, and the Basque loyalty is the same. We hope we see in Trent. To be honest, I'm a bit more like everyone knows me. Like I'm a bit I'm overly negative, but I'm also very cutthroat. So um this trend thing is kind of weird. Like a lot of the fans are going far too left and far too right, and it's like I don't know. Like I don't know. Like if he wants to stay, he can stay. If he wants to go, he can go. That's just my way of thinking. Like it'll suck if he goes, but like this is Liverpool should matter, right? We shouldn't really have to do the convincing in a way. It is what it is. It is what it is. Um, we had Shuameni or bust, and he chose Real Madrid. Getting the at 10 million wouldn't hold the weight with the fan base. But the goalkeeper has said he wants first team play. No, 12th. But if I'm correct, um, I read a report. I put the link in the chat 12 if you want to hop on and stuff. Um, but apparently I heard about this goalkeeper from Valencia. Apparently he's okay with going on loan. So he's okay with coming to Liverpool and then going on loan. So if that's the case, then by all means bring him in, man. You know. Let's see. Uh, but his robust is not fluid profile. I assume Slot might want. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Realism. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I wish I could, but unfortunately, I'm a bot. Get out of here, realism. Oh, my brother talking. The voice of reason. Talking. What's up, brother?
Big up, man. I am
Oh,
yeah, I'm actually I was listening to you on here and I'm like, oh yeah, definitely. I pulled over, made sure I could talk to you and say, hey, first off, be careful giving out the address to just anybody out there to rant today. Because today is not a day to not understand there are some trolls out there.
oh,
Um
really? Is that bad, huh?
there are certainly some trolls.
Nah,
But
I just finished watching this video of Big Him Up and stuff. Hussam, he went like ballistic,
oh I
like
know. Oh I know.
ballistic.
Drifty
I'm like,
just Drifty only heard half the story and then when like towards the couple hours into to their show that he finally was like, oh wait, they knew what or they knew this, and then he's ready to blow up. It was interesting. It was definitely interesting.
well,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on on everything. So, Mike, I know you see things a bit differently than everyone else. What are your thoughts on what's going on or what happened and the buildup of the past 2 weeks? I think it's been 2 weeks.
Yeah, yeah. This is certainly Zubimendi is someone that is a rated player. He's definitely a very talented player. At least he wasn't necessarily on my radar in the sense of we have to go to Zubimendi immediately. But
Mm,
I know he's been talked about by multiple people for the last like 2 years at least. He's at least been
mm.
in the mention. So it's not like I'm going to say that, oh, well, we're better off without him. Zubimendi would have made our team better.
Oh
But
yeah.
I believe he chose his Basque roots, like as in leaving that area. It's somewhat what we're hoping Trent does with being a Scouser. Like,
Mm,
don't do something where you go to a team, or if not, stay with. We want him to stay with this team because of that, And I can't really hate on Suamendi for doing this because I can understand that's what I would want from our player if our player was doing it. But Suamendi is certainly a talented player. I just think he was similar to Tuchemeni for us, or when it was.
hello. 12, you're there.
Yes, I'm here. Did I
Okay.
drop out?
Yeah, you just dropped out and stuff.
Okay. But I was just saying, basically, it was whereas Tuchemeni is basically the connection, I believe. I mean, it was like we went into with a mindset of saying we're gonna get this player because this is an exceptional player. It's a once in a lifetime style player to get, and we went for it. And Zubimendi decided that he was going to. It was this Zubimendi deciding this.
Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't like FSG didn't put the money up. It wasn't like they couldn't hit the release clause. They still have to have the player say, yes, I want to go there. Until he says yes and comes in for the medical and does all that stuff, yeah, you're hoping. And you would hope that if they've done their due diligence. It was reported that he said he was going to go. He turned down other clubs before. Turned down Bayern Munich. He turned down Arsenal 3 times at least, or something like that.
That's crazy.
So it's something where he wants to stay. He's had crazy opportunities already. And we were the closest thing to him saying yes to, if not actually doing it. And he's chosen to stay, which is noble. So I could say, I'm cool. I wish he would have still come here, but he didn't. And it's why I make the Trent Alexander-Arnold comparison earlier. I want Trent to do the same. He could do what McNamara did, and go to Real Madrid. On a free if he wanted to, and that's what McNamara did. But
big up Clark Kent.
But yeah,
it's. I think just the fan base is just kind of a bit like worried, right? Because I think we look at the season pretty much starts this week, right? So,
yeah.
And we're kind of leaving it very late to bring in anyone or not bring anyone.
So can I ask you this? Who is your person? Who is your player that we need to bring in? I agree. I love the choice that you're for the Argentinian is playing Inter Miami. That's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah. In regards to let's say, because people like to sit there and say that we don't have money, so we want to go to the cheaper option, then go get him. In my opinion,
right. But people aren't gonna accept that. That would be Endo all over with just a younger version of Endo, in essence. More talented, has a higher base, much younger, can play has phenomenal genes, heritage, the whole 9. Yes, but they're not going to accept that for what? An 18? How much we could definitely get him for a nice penny from an MLS team.
Yeah, it'll probably be no more than 20, in my opinion.
Not even. I would think it'll be. I think for what Inter Miami got him for, because you got to think Inter Miami paid for him.
Yeah, peanuts.
Exactly. So. Yeah, it'd be great. But is he the needle mover? I don't know.
Not for the fan base, and I think
no.
I think unfortunately, because of how the transfer window is going,
Right.
There has to be. You have to bring in a needle mover because of the new regime.
But yeah,
Because, you know
yeah,
what I mean. Like we don't have to, but because of how everything is turning out to be, you have to bring in a name that has the
yeah.
like, oh snap, we
So,
need to
but
do this.
again, what is that name for you then?
I don't know. I don't know, 12. Like
That
I
is the big question.
yeah, I
I've heard
don't
a
know.
lot of names out there. I've heard a lot of different people play different names, whether it was Ugarte, whether it was
No, no, got that no more, 12, man.
oh, I know, and a lot of people have soured from that, you know. I remember that. I mean, even Varela's a name out there, or like
I like Bill. I like Bill.
Ederson, or Coop Minders, who doesn't even play the six. You know,
Exactly.
there's so many players that have been linked to. Heck, I'm hopeful we get hopefully still we get Bastoni, and I don't even think that at time
The
I
center
figure
back.
Arsenal, yeah, Arsenal just broke just dipped their toe in the water for bringing in an Italian and expecting an Italian to do well in the Premier League, because that doesn't happen too often. Hasn't happened in like 20 some odd years.
But
And
I think
Calafori is a big name, but Bastoni is a
what
much bigger name.
what I
You
think
know?
so obviously, being in China, I've learned a lot.
Yeah, absolutely,
I've learned a lot
absolutely.
being in the YouTube thing and being taught by my OGs and stuff. London and
Mhm.
Liverpool
Two
are
different things.
two
Two different
different
things.
things in
Two
regards to the
different.
platform.
Yes, absolutely,
So
absolutely.
yeah, in regards to I believe in status, I think Liverpool's up here, and I think
Right,
Arsenal's down here. But in
right.
regards to you got to also look at the living environment. I think it swaps automatically. I think London is a different animal in regards to
Also, yeah, but you're also talking
environment.
about, aren't you talking about the difference between even England to Spain, though?
Yeah,
Is
exactly. It's
the
big,
lifestyle that you're living in Spain is certainly different than the lifestyle you're living in England. But it's
and the
for
weather
different reasons
and the
that you
weather
want
as
it to
well.
happen.
The weather as well.
Absolutely,
You know.
absolutely, absolutely. I
Hmm.
mean, like, yo, Jude knows he picked
So
Real
I
for a
didn't know we
reason.
were. I didn't know we were linked with Bastoni though. We've been linked with Bastoni.
We have been linked with Bastoni simply because of like Inter's financial situations, and the sheer fact that it's the number that they're going by is like market value style number that's
Oh,
being thrown out there, something like in the 60s, I'd say.
I'll
So if
bite
you
the
can
hand
get
that feeds me
Bastoni
for
for
that. 60.
for
Yeah, I'll take
60
that.
million, I'd go as far as that.
Yeah, I'll take.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah,
And so if you could do something like that, it'd be fantastic. But that's still reaching. That's still hoping.
that's
I'm just
hoping.
saying, Bastoni was my like, big name that I was hoping that we'd go for. That's the name. If you look at my broadcast, the name that I've always pretty much thrown out from the very beginning always includes him as being that player. He's a left-footed, left center
Mhm.
back. That was the concern that a lot of people had for so long. Gomez still being good is cool because I love the fact you can do all four positions on the back line.
Mhm.
But we'd already possibly or reportedly offered out Gomez. You know, we'd already reportedly offered out. We're about to offer out Seth Vandenberg. Those are our third, fourth top options. Then yeah, go out there and get you a number one.
Not
Allow for
not to
Kwanzaa to grow a little bit. Yeah, go
not
ahead.
to be the negative one because you know I can be very negative.
Yeah.
Why would Bastoni leave Inter when they're I think in a better place footballing wise? I think
It's not necessarily. It's more so. It was more so about the constraints of the team. I know that they just won Italy,
they
but
just
that
won
was
the
a
league.
report that was. I know,
Yeah.
but that was a report that was out that he was being that they would. They know they have to make money because I'm telling you this PSR. I call it alphabet soup basically, but the PSR, the FFPs, the all these different little letters and everything else that you now have to abide by are going to have teams really trying to struggle to say, okay, well, I got to deal with my league and I got to deal with UEFA to
Wait,
get to
12.
that Champions League.
If I'm correct, 12, you can touch on this.
Right.
Because I remember they had an issue during COVID. If I'm correct, I know
hmm
Pops is in the background. He's the financial guy. He knows about this stuff.
Right.
Inter had an issue during COVID where they took out a loan during COVID to help the club run, and
Right.
they had a certain amount of time to pay back the loan. If not, the club, I think, the bank takes control of the club. If I'm correct, I can be
Okay.
wrong about
Okay.
that. Is that part of the reason why they need to sell players to pay back this loan, or is it just
I'm not sure if it's directly connected to the loan or not, but
Okay.
I know that the sheer fact of their books aren't lining up. That's the
Yeah.
no one wants to get the chance of not being able to play in these tournaments that actually make you the money.
Yeah.
Selling players will be fantastic. It's great that that's a way to get revenue generated. It's an easy way to conceptualize it as well because, yeah, you can get these big name 100 million pound players and such are starting to hit a little bit more often than the very not distant past. You know, well, it seems like a very distant past, but not really. In that it was like you're now seeing these 80 million pound players, 90 million pound players. They just had Gvardiol go for what 90 million.
Yeah.
If you can get a Bostoni for like 60, even 70 will be my ceiling, but 60 at least. If you can get a good deal on them because they need the money and they understand the fact that they have a transfer window too, they've got to get their books together. And if these FFP and these PSR things are going to actually have bite, then yeah, it's not going to be easy to maintain getting some of these players through the door. The Zubimendi thing, still all the same, was a player deciding he wanted to stay in his home.
But 12, I'm a little confused because obviously I haven't really been keeping up with football. Obviously, I've been busy, but I'm reading that he said yes.
Yes, I heard that too. Yeah,
So
he said yes to the team.
Okay,
and Liverpool reportedly had his word that he was going to honor it. But
I also heard that Sociedad apparently made a bullet point presentation to keep him, or something.
Yeah, they did last minute. Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And then they even went as far. Paul Joyce wrote that they even went as far as to say, look, if we're at this release clause deal and you still want, like, as in, why don't you take the reins here? Why don't you buy yourself out? Now, I get that that's the way that it's handled anyway in Spain. A team has to pay like the lawyer or pay the player so that they can then, the play lawyer does that, will pay the player so they can buy themselves out of the contract and they can then go to the team, right? But the team, Real Sociedad, was going to the point where saying, why don't you just do this? Why don't you buy yourself out of your own deal? You'll become a free agent and you can basically then come back to us and we'll give you a new deal. Even though it's less than the money that they're doing, it still keeps you home. And this player was in love and in limbo so much and loyal to his heart that he decided to stay with this club team because he's making less money by staying with Real Sociedad. It was reported that we offered him better terms than Real Sociedad. So it's not like we're saying we're being cheap. It's not like we didn't have a deal technically. It's not like there's reports that say he gave his word and everything else. This player said, no, I want to stay. I'm going to stay. I'm going to stay home.
Isn't it a bit concerning that in the past 3 seasons we went after a 6 and we failed to get the 6 we wanted?
Yeah, that's concerning. But the two different situations though. One was for the love of Madrid, and the other was for the love of home.
And what about Caicedo? What was the love of money? The love of money?
Oh, I'm talking about Tchouaméni. Caicedo was money. Caicedo was money, and Caicedo was also Chelsea money. We're not going to do 7, 8, 9-year contracts.
That's true.
But he agreed. He said he agreed in principle. So again, if you're respecting the fact that a man says he wants to stay out, you have to respect a man that says I had an agreement up front. So
you should.
You can't come at the end and say,
yeah, you should. Your word should mean something. That's how I would look at it. Absolutely. But we've had many cases where people have chosen the money, they've chosen the loyalty, you know. They've chosen the glitz and glam.
Late on all of them. We've been late on all the deals. We've been late to the party every single time, and it feels like
no.
I can give you that because the way that we got in,
it's poor planning, I think it's poor.
But isn't that though? If we come late, we come in the deal late like that, it doesn't give the other party that much time to say no, especially if we come in late and they say yes. It doesn't give a lot of time for. Oh, I know, but it doesn't give a lot of time to other clubs to get involved in getting that player. Wouldn't that be the logic behind it?
If you flip it,
I'm just asking.
Yeah, but if you flip it, He's already said no to so many clubs already.
Right. He has.
He actually said no.
Why get involved?
To
Yeah.
club in his country, knocking on a door that's already been locked. Kind of seems weird to me anyway. But I mean, it's 50 million. At the end of the day, 50 million for a midfielder can't be the end all be all of our transfer window, can it? That's the question ultimately.
Oh no, I agree with that. I was gonna ask though, but it's a big deal about being Basque as well. I mean, like that is a big deal. I'm hoping, like that's what I said earlier. I'm hoping that being a Scouser is a big deal to Trent, and that he represents and he could be a legend here. And he's coming on this thing. We got 3 players that are coming down to their last year, and we haven't gotten a deal. I want to see an extension for VVD. I want to see. I'd be down for extension for Mo Salah, a modest extension. I'm talking like 2 years extension, not like 3-5 years. But I mean like a modest extension.
But the issue is the signings more than the extensions, though, to me, because one kind of leads to the other. If we are the 3 players who don't have contracts currently, and we're looking at the club to say, okay, well, especially Mo and Virgil, because they're at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Trent might say, well, you know what? I can give you 1 more year to see if you can get your stuff together. Virgil and Mo was saying, well, this is our last sort of go around. Are we gonna do it with you?
33 years and 33 years old.
Or are we gonna do it with you, where you're showing me that you've got the people in place to rotate properly and make sure that we're actually a contender? Mm-hmm. Or are we just stuck at the same spot? Are we stuck where we are, and that's where we're gonna max?
I believe VVD has come out and asked the club to actually go and get a player. That's when I've seen headlines about that.
Yesterday I think. Yesterday I think he said it. Mm-hmm.
So, hey, whatever makes us better, I'm always down for.
It's not a good look when you have Endo coming up saying he needs help. You have VVD coming.
That's true. Yesterday. That's a valid point. Yeah.
You have VVD coming out yesterday saying, "Hey, man, we need new signings or whatever." It's not a good look.
Yes. Yeah, that's very true.
And that's your captain, unless he got stripped of it. I'm not sure.
But that's an obvious statement from him, though. He can't play 60 games a season.
There's no way. Yeah, he can't.
No. I was already at the point where he was just
I only see most.
Right. No, I agree with that. I agree with that. Hey, why don't we be the dirt? Why don't we just say, hey, then Real Sociedad, if we can't have Zubimendi, we're gonna take Kubo. We take Kubo. He's got a release clause too.
Yeah.
We take Kubo, and he's not no Basque allegiance. We take Kubo, and we get our right wing, and we get a Bastoni, or we get someone we believe, because I think the only reason why Bajcetic was about to leave is because we were thinking that we're getting Zubimendi. If Bajcetic was going to be put out on loan, that was a player that we were looking at trying to work into some type of rotation in this team.
In the future,
I think we are going to start to see little bits and more of him. Currently, I'm looking forward to Gravenberch. I've been looking forward to Gravenberch in this role.
I said it. He's going to be our 6th.
Stay where you were just now with Steph. Stay where you are with Steph, because you said Steph was going to leave for the possible.
He's going to leave on loan. Leave on loan. Yeah.
He isn't at the level yet. On loan, yeah. On loan.
Right.
But he isn't at the level where our coach wants him to be.
Mm.
So if that is suddenly turned around and saying, well, Steph's going to stay, I've got a problem with that.
I understand what you're saying. Mm-hmm.
As good as Steph is, the manager just identified 2 things. Endo isn't at the level that he wants him to be at, and Steph isn't ready yet, so he wants to send him on loan. So you've exposed yourself to a certain degree saying these 2 things.
But could you get by with Gravenberch, Endo, and Bajcetic? Could you get by with those 3?
No,
those 3 options. No, you're saying.
From what I'm hearing, I'm not sure
based on what you've said before.
Yeah, by saying that you would loan out.
That's a default setting, yeah.
But that's again, isn't that because of Zubimendi? But isn't that dependent upon Zubamendi's going? Yes, Bicetic becomes expendable because you want Endo for that veteran presence. He's the only destroyer on the team, so yeah, you want to keep Endo on the team. But then that also means you're keeping certainly keeping.
Want to though.
Oh, I think if the right price comes in, they will sell him.
I don't know that.
No. If the right price,
because of the experience.
If 20 million, 18 million, even 16 million probably comes in the table for him, he probably will be sold. I think the deal was like 12 million or something like that was offered. 14 million.
But all right, so what are these things? What is this stuff that people are saying that Endo's expendable? Like he's not part of the plan apparently. What is that?
Meaning he was already. I don't want to say. I think using stopgap sometimes sounds tough, and I don't like using that term, but I understand when people use it when they say what it was or what he was. In that you're only getting 2-3 years out of him at most, and you're probably going to be at a place where you've already brought in another center back, or excuse me, a DM that will phase him out anyway. In essence, because he'll be at that 2-3 year where he can go back to Germany, or he can go back to maybe even Belgium where he started, right? Or even Japan. But you still factor in the fact that you have a veteran presence in the destroyer. Endo's serviceable to be serviceable for when you need him. But you do want the Zubamendi was meant to be that, I don't want to say Alonso 2.0 or what, or like he's supposed to be that guy that was going to really be the linchpin that opens up that 6. Endo is not what the vision of what he wants as a 6. I think if anything is close, maybe Andre was a little bit closer, but I guess Andre doesn't have the defensive measures of it to go back in for that deal. But he is Bicetic, and I think Gravenberch are good. And I'm looking forward to seeing what they'll do. It's a lot to ask of Bicetic, especially coming back from the injury he's coming back from and everything. But still, I'm excited to see. I want to see him play for Reds for a year where he's not injured. He's gone through his growth spurt. This is the Bicetic that before had those skills. Now he's just a bigger boy. He's a man, and I'm ready to see him perform on the pitch. I think he'll do it, and I think Gravenberch is an option I'd like to see as well. And as we just say, I'd love to see McAllister up front, but him at the 6, it is what it is. I mean,
comfortable in the double pivot though. He played next to Caicedo, which would have been perfect.
Exactly, which would have been perfect
last season if he got the deal done.
Sure, would have been perfect.
Excuse me, but I don't think Bicetic is ready. As far as he manages,
I don't agree either.
That's not me saying that I don't want to see him. That's just me thinking through the eyes of the man, through the eyes of the coach right now. I don't think Bicetic is at the level he wants him to be. I don't think Bicetic, which is understandable because I don't want us to have to put so much pressure on teenagers anyway.
There's an echo in the background.
I think Crab. For some reason now Crab is echoing. When Crab came in, excuse me.
I just muted Crab.
Okay. Yeah, I think it was that. I think it was from Crab's.
You got
spot.
echo, Crab. I kind of hearing it on my side as well, to be honest.
Yeah, I heard it. I definitely heard it too. Yeah.
I don't hear it anymore.
No, I know because he muted him.
Not bad.
Nah, he's off. He should be good.
So, yeah, I understand. I can understand that you don't. Sorry.
Oh, nothing,
pick
man.
up, Ross.
Pick up yourself, man. I just here for the therapy, bro. I'm hurting, man. I'm hurting, bro. Hurting. Jesus. Killing me softly, man. Oh, my day.
I know.
But, listen, like a wise man once said, until you see him holding the shirt, don't count the chickens. Everybody was on that train. It's just sad that this is like the second 6 that we lost. I mean, it's the different reasons, but yeah, man, it's hard, man.
Yeah,
slotting on no pull as far as I'm concerned. So I guess a lot of players. I mean, Liverpool still has a pull, but new manager. I mean, if it was Klopp, I think we would have had a chance, to be honest. But
We got to move past that, but we have to move past that. We have to move past being like Klopp is the reason why a player comes to Liverpool. We have to make it where these players are coming because it's Liverpool.
No, but you also need the coach, though. You also need that coach that's gonna make your game elevate to a different level. It's not what I'm saying. And Slot is not a proven entity right now. You know what I mean? Like, who heard about Slot before now? You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Let's bring back Jay Spearin, man. Let's go.
Yo.
Oh goodness! Oh goodness!
You know what I mean?
Wow!
Jeez.
You brought that Band-Aid out. That thing is a scar.
Jay Spearin, Igor Biscan in the sixth, bro. We rolling. You know what I mean? I don't know what to say, man. Honestly, I'm at a loss for words. I can't. I mean, I get it. When you love your club, you know what I mean. That's a serious love, man. To give up money and a better experience to stay at that club, that's crazy. Gotta respect it. Gotta respect it.
Yeah. That's what I'm telling you, Crab. Can you not say that? Is that what you want to see from Trent?
Yeah, of course. I want Trent to be the new Stevie G in terms of that, like, commitment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The thing is, Trent can win things. That Stevie G was playing, he didn't have much of chances to win a lot of things, but Trent, we could win things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm hoping, bro. I'm hoping, man. Like, seriously, future captain. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So, we'll see, bro. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I don't know. What we do from here, fellas? Like, what happens? Where do we go?
I'm gonna support my hometown team for the rest of the season. So you probably won't see me here for a year and stuff.
Oh God!
Come on, Angel, man. You can't leave us drying out like that, bro. Come on, man.
Gonna go support my Colombian team, Atlético Nacional.
Angel, you hear the song says you never walk alone. Come on, man. Come
That's
walk
right,
with us.
brother.
Come walk with
That's
us,
right.
brother.
That's right.
No. Y'all can walk by yourselves. I'm good.
Wow.
No, but I'm trying to look for this quote. I'm trying to find this quote from this guy.
But honestly, in all due respect, man, right? This question for me, like, who's out there? Who is it that we can really realistically?
I've asked that question. I said, who's your player then? Who's the player at a 6 that moves the needle for you right now? I mean, like, yes, I would love.
2 names.
I don't, and those are the 2 names that get thrown out all the time. I get that.
Who?
Ederson
But it's not
from
a 6,
Atalanta.
really. It's not really a
and
6.
Alan Varela.
Varela from
Listen, and this is gonna be like, I feel like this is gonna be like
in Portugal.
like
Porto, English.
I feel it's gonna be like the Caicedo situation, as in terms of they don't want to be second choice. Everybody else now is second choice because.
But now, yeah, you could see it like that, especially if you're going for the same position. If you're going for the same position,
yeah.
If you go for a different position, that's not the case. You're not the second choice. You're just another choice.
No, but
I mean, like,
but according to Paul Joyce, we're not. That's it. We're not going after a 6.
Because there's not what. But again, what 6 is out there that moves the needle the way that Zubimendi would have supposed to? Exactly.
None.
But Zubimendi himself wasn't a 6 either, to be honest.
Yeah, he had to play. He had to play in the pivot too.
Yeah. So you're not technically looking for a 6. You're looking for somebody who can do what you want them to do in the style that you want them to do it.
Right.
Like I said, I always said.
Problem is, it looks like we've identified one and just one.
But that's a problem from before, though, Pops. We always have this one track thing. There's no backup plan. There's no plan B. Like, it's always like one thing. We fail, we stop.
What is your plan B then? What would be your plan B?
My plan A was get Onana from Everton.
6,
That was my plan
12?
A. I don't understand all this Zubimendi crap. Go get me Onana, man. Premier League.
Onana.
I don't mind all of that.
Onana would have been at. What did Onana go for it? Like, he's one of the biggest. Onana's one of the biggest. He's definitely top 10 Premier moves this year.
Yeah, man,
this summer.
50 million was it? 50 million.
But no,
it was closer to 60 million. There's no way I'm paying 60 million pounds. I mean, that's England to England, by the way. So you're getting taxed too.
Yeah.
No, but clearly we're not going after that type of profile of player though. Zubamendi
That's not what we want.
and Zubamendi
Yeah.
and Onana are two different type of profiles. We're not looking for
Exactly.
an enforcer. We're not
Yeah.
looking, we don't want an
That's
clearly,
gone.
Clearly, Liverpool don't want an enforcer because they
They
want to
don't.
be going after Zubamendi.
So why don't
They
we
want
get
control.
That's not what we want.
They want
Why don't we get
control.
Andre?
The way they want control, like Alonso brought this
Bruno
team
G.
in the sense of someone. Bruno G is great. That's 100 million. That was my plan B.
That's the man.
But that's going. That's
But he's
going
worth
even
100
further up.
million. He's worth it.
That's. We're 51 million took
but
us this
that's
long to
a-
drop.
That
You know?
100 million is Champions League and Prem crap. You spend 100 mil.
Yeah.
It's
But that's
not
what
a
we
third,
seeing here.
Not top 4. That's this winning.
But Pops, that's what we're saying here. If we get that kind of player in, that's the final piece right there. That's what we're saying, right?
I wouldn't say. I don't think it's the final piece though.
Nah, you need more.
You need more.
I don't know, man.
I
I still-
You
still-
can't write more for
Carvalho.
another season.
No, but I've been saying it though. Like I don't think we sign. I think we're gonna go where we can, and in January we're gonna bring in reinforcement in January.
That could be an option too.
I already
That could
said
be.
it, and I said it. People
That's a
didn't
good.
believe
That's a good
Not a good
shout.
option, though.
me. People didn't.
It's not a
believe me.
good
When
option,
was the
but
last
it's a
time you got
shout.
value for money in January?
No, but
Yeah, feel you.
people thought I was joking, but I said it. Gravenberch is a 6. And people laughed at me.
He's gonna play a double pivot, I think.
I mean, we did get
You got
Diaz in
options, though.
January.
You got options.
We got Cody in January, didn't we too? Didn't we get those 2 players in January?
That was
You
an
got Van Dijk in
opportunistic
January
thing.
as
That wasn't a plan. Van
That
Dijk
wasn't.
was a plan,
That was a valuable
was a
player
plan,
out. Right.
but
That was a
just
top
roll of
notch
the
player.
dice. Yes.
No, but that was a
That's all.
top
Roll the dice.
notch player that we had our eyes on. That was available, and we're like, we have to go. Diaz was. We had to go. Otherwise, he was going to be a
Summer,
Spur.
We had to go. Yeah, we had to go
Yeah,
for him because
he was gonna be-
a summer. He was a summer boy,
Right.
but Spurs had to look and we said, let's go and get him.
Right.
Listen, man, we could go for the West Ham kid Alvarez. I like that guy. West Ham ain't playing the
That's-
Champions League.
So
Yeah,
how
but-
much are you paying? How
No,
much
but
are you paying
because
for
you
Alvarez?
like-
How much are you paying?
No,
How much you
because
paying for
like
Alvarez?
doesn't mean that's what Liverpool
40 to
wants
50
type of profile though.
Huh?
But because you like him doesn't mean that's the type of profile we're looking
I
at.
get it. No, I get it. But he's a 6. If that's what we're looking for, y'all say we're not. But
We're
I
not
mean-
looking
No,
for
we're
him.
not. Well, there's many versions of 6s. That's why we're saying we're looking for a 6, but we're not looking for a destroyer. That's the name. Like we're so stuck on
Yeah.
thinking of the days of Fabinho that people go out there and try to say
You know.
that Rodri is on the same as Fab, and that's
Well-
like not even remote. They're not the same player.
But let's promote from within then. That we got enough midfielders that we could do this then. If we're not looking for destroyer, I mean,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We got a lot of midfielders, so
from within.
cook up something, man. Do something.
yeah.
No, but it was funny because there was a list of Paul Joyce that he pretty much said that we're not looking for a 6 because we have this player,
Right.
and he didn't mention Endo. He mentioned everyone else but Endo, and he mentioned that young kid.
Endable is expendable. That sounds horrible. Endo is expendable, but he
No, but-
is for the right
but-
price. For the right price.
No, but apparently I heard that Stoff doesn't like him though. He's not part of his plans in the future.
That's because he doesn't provide the Zubamendi's skill sets even remotely. Other than if you look at their numbers on statistics, actually Endo has better statistics in some places. But it's just because Endo's more of a destroyer. Zubamendi's not a pure destroyer. He's more like a Rodri, which is like a hybrid destroyer, where he can do destroyer types things, but he's primarily more like a passer or a ball dribbler or even a shooter, a scorer at times.
He's a deep line anchor kind of.
Yeah. There you go, Rasta. There you go. Yeah. That's the word.
Something like that. Yeah.
For me, I already said it, and people are not gonna like these names, like 12 Man said, because they don't move the needle. Go get me Redondo, or go get me Richard Rios, and I'm good.
Oh yeah, for sure. They're 2 excellent players. You know I love
Richard Rios is
my
left
brother.
No, he's
No, Rios can play DM.
He's a 6.
Yeah, he can play 6.
He's playing,
Oh yeah, I remember seeing him.
He did. He was one of the top players in the Copa. Definitely.
in the Copa, yeah.
Or you get Redondo. That's it. Football
Yeah.
heritage right there.
What happened to Andre? Why we can't get him? Isn't he the same type of player as Zubamendi?
That makes sense. I know it makes sense, but you know what? I think I don't know if it's because we went for Andre Yeah, but I also don't know if it's because we've
The
been
ship
linked
has
to Andre
sailed, right?
since Klopp. We were linked to Andre when in that Klopp era.
But
So like,
But
yeah,
unfortunately, it is what it is, right? So once you get the chance to join, you got to take the chance. If not, you're not going to get a second chance. So
yeah,
unfortunately,
yeah.
Andre had the chance to join. He didn't. He chose not to. Obviously, it was because he wanted to stay to play to win the Copa Libertadores.
We
And
waited for that, and he still said no. He
yeah,
still said,
yeah.
he
So
still chilled.
It's just puzzling, man. I just feel this is all smoke screen. I don't know, man. This is a many thing. I had no faith in it, none.
well, you know what frustrates me, right? And it's
None.
and this is the we're being linked with a goalkeeper, and it's like we don't need a goalkeeper right now.
No, don't hate on the goalkeeper thing because the
No.
goalkeeper.
I don't. No. I
Wait,
don't.
because you know why? Because the goalkeeper was the one position that we had a person that was the player saying that they did want to play elsewhere, and that he wants first team play. He does. That's been a big concern. Kelleher leaving. If we didn't have Kelleher, we would not have had even a cup this year. A cup.
But
We would have had a
Yaros
cup
looks
title.
good too, man. Like
No,
he looks good.
Wait, time out, 12. In regards to
Kelleher's a little bit more like tested.
this goalkeeper.
Yaros is nice, but he's tested.
This goalkeeper that's from Valencia. Apparently, we're gonna buy him
And loan him back.
out
Yeah.
or whatever.
Mhm.
Oh, cool, no problem. But it's like that isn't the we don't that's for long term. What about the here and now?
Mm-hmm.
Because when you really look at it, there are certain players that are out of contract this season, and we have to focus about the here and now. I don't want to hear about 2 years time when Allison is leaving or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it. Like I've been saying, oh, the club needs to be proactive instead of reactive, which I get all that. But it's like that's a signing you get in the last day of the window, after you made the business already.
You're speaking from the heart. I feel you, brother. Here and now, man.
No, because
I promise
we
to love you faithfully. That's it.
Oh no, 12th man left. 12th man, I'm gonna put the link back.
Yeah, he
I'll
dropped.
put the link back for you.
Nah, but sideline, big up yourself. But it's not for the money, man. Because we were offering way more money than Sociedad is, apparently.
No, but it's very frustrating because when you look at
they're gonna offer him a new deal though.
Yeah,
but still won't be enough like ours.
It won't be enough like ours. But
no, it wouldn't.
But like I was saying, right? So I think it's just poor planning. It's poor planning, and then when you look at it, let's say for example we don't sign anyone because it's too late in the window. We don't have enough time. Blah blah blah. Whatever.
Yep.
Right.
And ifs, buts, and maybes, because that's what it is, right? Ifs, buts, and maybes. We can do a madness with a new coach. Tactically, we're amazing and we win the league or whatever. Cool. That would be amazing, and we'll be here cheering and taking our shirts off and swinging it around, happy as hell.
Speak for yourself. I'm not taking my shirt off.
You know? But there's also the flip side of that coin, and there's something called injuries. We're light. Matip left. Steph looks like he's about to leave. An injury in the center back position is not a good look for us. An injury in attack is not a good look for us. An injury in midfield is not a good look for us. So, where is the thinking of the club at the current moment? Because you have to also plan for the bad as well, I think, in any type of life. Right? You have to plan for the bad as well. And I don't think Liverpool's looking at that at the moment. I don't think it's very smart. In my
we
opinion.
don't have a plan B, Angel. No plan B.
Let me bring it. Let me bring in.
What is plan B?
Big up sideline.
It's been a while.
Big up, guys.
Wow, yeah, it's definitely been a
What's
while.
up,
How are you? What's up,
Good.
sideline?
How are you doing, brother?
Oh, good.
Making my way out of the cave.
Welcome into the light. Welcome into the light.
There you go.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, I think Zubimendi it's a money man because its cost is only 51 million. Don't tell me LFC cannot pay 51 million for him. I bet you they were offering 40 or 45 or whatever.
We were willing to play the clause sideline.
Now they're going to pay more.
They're going to pay more.
They're going to pay more.
If we're going to pay more, then
over longer term.
I don't know.
Yeah. That's the rumor, anyhow.
Well, no, yeah, because that would make it. You don't have to pay it all at once. That's the benefit of that.
Yeah. So they're going to trigger the clause, but not
pay
51 million right now. It would pay
They won't.
65, let's say, across 3 seasons or 4. Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to pull a Chelsea on them, but no, they want the 51 now. You know, it's money.
They don't want to sell him, in my opinion. I don't think they want to
Crazy.
sell because they're going to lose
Just crazy.
Moreno. His name is Moreno. He's going
They
to
lost their
Arsenal,
center
innit?
back. They just lost their center back to Atletico Madrid.
And they lost his. Right. And Moreno's going to Arsenal, isn't it?
Well, supposedly.
Moreno, whatever his name is.
Yeah, now he's going because now they're keeping, Zubamendi.
Listen, man, this is just ridiculous, man. It's what Tuchemeni, was it Bellingham, Latvia, Caicedo, now Zubamendi. Jesus Lord, what is it with us in centre mids, man?
Not Bellingham. Not Bellingham.
You know what? You
The
know what?
Bellingham hype train was going.
Tchouameni
Come
and-
on, you know that
Wait,
too.
time out. You know what's even
Tchouameni
sadder?
and Caicedo, Lavia. Yeah.
You know what's
Not
even
Bellingham.
sadder though? You know what's even sadder? This is gonna be
What?
funny. Even Adrian rejected a contract from us.
Ah.
I knew you were going to go. I knew you were going to go there.
That is pure disrespect, right there. Like seriously, that is crazy.
Well, the guy is tired from sitting on the bench, and the bench is tired from him. So
Yeah.
the guy want to play,
Yeah.
But why? He's not that good.
So,
He's not that good. That's right.
because he's not that good, he doesn't want to play. Everybody wants to play, Graf. Come on.
Yeah, everybody wants to play, so I think that's why he rejected.
But
Us.
honestly, Melon, where do we go from here? Like honestly, as a club, like this has happened to us before. Like the fan base is gonna have a big meltdown, big this, big that, FSG out. I mean, where do we move from here as fans, as a club, like in terms of moving forward and trying to win this Premier League this season? Like
I
where
don't
do we
think
go?
I don't think we win the league.
I know I told Barnes that. I said,
You got
listen,
2.5 weeks. 2.5
that's
weeks.
late though.
No,
Why
but
we gotta wait
Pops,
so late?
Pops, but 2.5 weeks to bring in how many players? One player? It just took two weeks to get some.
No.
It took 2 weeks to just talk about one player,
It's crazy.
and one player isn't enough to give us
You
a
need
title.
3 still.
In my opinion, one transfer is not enough to title push us.
It isn't. It
In
isn't.
my opinion, and just in my opinion, and it's not just me being negative. It's just you as a fan that watches the game every time they play. There are holes in the squad, and you have players that are aging as well. And you can't out-teach that. You can't tactically teach them. You know what I mean? Physically, a lot of the players have gone downhill. It's just life. Is father time. So I don't know.
I don't know, man. We're not big risk takers, unfortunately, when it comes to the transfer market.
Mm.
We're not willing to spend, money
Mm.
or enough money to attract, the best talents out there. We're spending money, but you can see from the results, it's not enough. We're just 1 or 2 notches behind. You got to spend money to make money. I don't know.
Got to.
They're better business people than me, but they're not doing it.
You got to spend money to be successful in English football. That's the facts of it. That's the reality of the situation. Okay.
The only hope
well, maybe-
the only hope is this manager is known for developing youth. He's good at it. Like he has a track record of developing youth players and making them better or making players better. So can we bank on that? Yeah, of course. But it's like,
We still got Tyler Morton, right?
yeah, but can you bank on that? Of course, yeah, I guess. But it's like with youth comes inexperience as well. So when it gets tough, inexperience kicked in. So I don't know. That's just.
To be honest,
But
Aaron is
it's
flawed. Sorry, go ahead.
Go
I
ahead,
was just gonna say, but it's not just all about the money though. Look, we've already discussed the 2 or 3 different things that it's really about. I mean, ultimately, this one's about the player's decision, and it was about wanting to remain loyal. But it also could be about the city. It could be about the glamour of the lifestyle. It could be
The mountains.
about the exactly, the mountains, or it could be about the money, which was Caicedo. I get all those things, but those were home run style, A level talent that we were going after. It's not like we were going to get after bums, and we offered the money. We offered better terms on the money for the player, but sometimes players choose. It's not just all on Liverpool getting it done. It's more about all the parties being interested in the deal, and that's not an easy process.
I don't know, man. Are we offering Champions
Well,
League?
that sounds good.
Challenging.
That sounds
I don't
good,
get it.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's not how the fans see it.
Oh,
That sounds
they will
very
never
good.
see it that way.
Very reasonable.
That sounds that's no
very
ambition.
normal.
That's ambition
That's
right there.
not
Yeah,
not what's seen. This is what's
that's the
seen.
minerals,
Man
as the
left with
kids
100
say.
million in the bag, went to a
Yeah.
house, knocked on the door, and they said, "We don't want your money, go away." So
Yeah.
he left with a job, and he came back without having done the job. That's how it's seen. No one's
Yeah, I know.
interested in context or negotiations or all
No.
of the other stuff. This
want
is
no
what's supposed to
context.
happen. We look at that
Right.
man, we identify that man, we buy that man, and we bring him back. Problem is, we haven't been able to do that for consecutive seasons.
Can't close the deal.
Now, a lot of people wanted Edwards and Hughes back and said these guys were going to come back and revolutionize and everything.
The magicians.
Maybe the goalposts have moved. But maybe the goalposts have moved because what they did before was identify players at a certain level. We're above that level now. Let's be honest. We're not at the level where we're saying, let's bring in someone who in 2 years' time is going to be this top player or whatever the case may be. What we want right now is someone who is at a level with Van Dijk, with Alisson, with Mo. So we're saying we've got the spine of a team that can win the title right now. As well as then an addition that says, all right, if Mo leaves in 2 years, this guy is ready to continue. So we don't go up and then drop off and have to climb back up again. We want to climb, stay up there, and continue to fly at that level. And we've not been able to do that ever, to be honest, in the Premiership era. We've been able to get up to spots, and then we dip and stay in a dip, and then pop back up again and dip. And I think probably that's the frustration with the fans in that when you look at the landscape, we've got one title dotted in between all of that blue. We've won the Champions League, yes. Been to multiple finals. But at the end of the day, for most people, it's just, all right, we haven't been winning. And banter is the currency of the internet. And without winning, then you don't have the currency.
That's
just like
the
right
gold,
now,
yeah.
all the fans
that's-
out there
that's the
saying,
goal.
you get rejected and da-da-da. So all of our fans are losing their mind because they were playing all these videos about how great Zubimendi was. And
Yep.
really, he wasn't. He wasn't.
Oh Lord,
He wasn't.
videos.
51 million
Yep.
says he wasn't. Nah, he wasn't.
The
He wasn't.
videos,
Let's be
bro.
honest.
Oh my.
This isn't
God.
Mbappe. This isn't Vinny Jr. This isn't whoever you want. This isn't Rodri. And it's not disrespecting
Right.
him because I think he's a good player. But for me, I'm not too bothered because he's 51 million. I'm looking at the next one. This is my concern. I'm saying, well, he's 50 million, 51 million. Find me another one.
We gotta
Find
move
me
up.
another 51 million.
Nah,
Let's
we gotta move
go.
up.
It doesn't matter if it's up or down, crab. If
The next one gotta be 60 million.
Mr.
No,
Lock.
it's gotta be a higher level.
No, it doesn't have to be 60. If he's
A better
identified
player.
what he needs, get him what he needs. Just get him the skill set that he needs. It doesn't have to be 60 million or 70 million. If you get him the skill set, let's say it's Kone. We were linked with Kone and Thuram 2 seasons ago. Let's say it's Manu Kone or whatever. Get him. Let's do it.
Yeah,
Because
I've seen
I
this
still
a lot
need
too.
to see-
Jared, big up yourself.
Somebody on the right-hand side.
It's embarrassing how some LFC fans are no turn abusive to Zubimendi. Come on, people, grow up. It's life. Yeah,
That's-
there's a lot of
Yeah.
them.
Hey,
Husam
that's
Yeah.
childish, man. Come on, man.
went nuts.
Come on.
Who sound went crazy, bro. I sent you that video. He went
Yeah.
mad.
I was
Like,
laughing.
Why? Why?
Yeah, that's because he's
Why?
put his stall out. He puts his stall too far out. He always goes right over the top when something's about to happen, which means he's gonna fall the hardest, innit?
But you don't need to abuse the player. That's his choice. Like, you know what I mean? That we can't do nothing about that. That's life. You know what I mean? So my rebuttal to all what you're saying though, Pops, is that we're still Liverpool Football Club. One of the greatest clubs in football. Okay.
What does that mean?
But you were saying
Uh-huh.
we haven't won a lot of trophies in between here and in between that and all of that. Arsenal ain't won nothing in between all that. Man United ain't win nothing, but they still gain certain players. So what was your point on that? Like, I mean, I get it, but
All right.
I don't know. I just don't agree
All right.
totally. You know what I mean?
Man United as an institution, Man United as an institution is bigger than most, right? You agree?
Yeah, bigger than most, correct.
Yeah.
All right, good. And why do they get players? Because they offer them more than most. Yes?
We don't know that. That's speculation. Your Honor, that's speculation.
They just offered Euro 100 plus a week when he was on $5,000 a week or whatever the case.
Did you see the contract?
Oh my.
Sancho's on 350. De
I get
Gea was
it,
on
Pop. I'm just
300
trying
and
to be
something
difficult. I
thousand
get
a
it.
week.
I get it.
Yeah, no.
So they've done that.
You're correct. Yeah, they offer more.
Right? They've
Yeah.
done that. Arsenal are the new kid on the block if you want the nice girly fast car whatever right now. So when they offered Calafiori or whatever his name is a contract, why not go? It looks like an interesting project. Plus they're in London. They're a bigger draw because you're in London. That's a big thing.
Absolutely. We just already talked. Yeah, it's a big thing.
When you and your wife are moving, she's saying, I don't want to go to that city. I want to go to that city.
No, I agree. Agreed.
Exactly.
Yeah. Point taken.
Yeah, see,
So to us, Liverpool is the end all and be all. To somebody who's 25, they have no idea what we won in the past. They're not interested in what we did historically. Who cares? What does my wife want? What do the kids want? Where's the best place for us? London,
Sunshine and beach.
Cosmopolitan, easiest to get in and get out. If it's sunshine and beach, then you stay at Sociedad, like my guy, because
That's what I'm saying. That's what Zumendi stayed, bro. Sunshine and beach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
But that's why you get a lot of people that want to go to Spain as opposed to England. Is what it is.
Yeah. They say it's hard, man. They say waking up and it's dark, it's raining all the time. It's not a you know what I mean? Motivating thing. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's a smaller city and whatnot. See, when we played the friendly against Valencia and what was the other team that we played? I had a hard time
Las
watching that game.
Palmas.
Las Palmas.
Oh no, Sevilla. It was Sevilla.
Sevilla.
Sevilla. Oh, it
Sevilla was the first one. Las
Sevilla.
Palmas.
Sevilla, not Valencia. See, my memory is not
All right.
serving me.
Just come out the
But-
cave. We forgive you.
See, what I remember from that stupid day was we got about 31, 32 players, right? Minimum that played these two games.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take out 5 youngsters. That's not going to be in the Liverpool A or Liverpool B. Right? So you go down to 27, 26 players, right? You already have a freaking crowded bench. And most of the people that are in the bench, or most of the players in the bench, they're decent, good, very good, but none of them are excellent. So you got your strong 11 and another 3-4 subs. That's about it. So that's 14 minus 27. You got 13 players. What the hell are you going to do with these players? You're not going to be able to win the Premier League. Maybe a League Cup. You'll get away with a League Cup. It's the same story of last year, right? A lot of these players, the likes of Elliott, Curtis Jones, they're very good players, right? But I don't rate them excellent.
Okay.
That's going to be a huge problem for Arne Slot. Is what is he going to do? Like another player like Sepp Vandenberg. What is he going to do with him?
He's a developer of young talent.
He's gone for me.
Yeah.
Okay, so is he
Sepp's
going
gone
to
for
go
me. Sepp's
out on a
gone.
loan? Go out on a loan, or
he's
going to stay around for
Nah,
fifth?
he's out.
But we can't loan out
So-
anybody
so-
else. We're not
No, we
buying
can't.
anybody. We can't send anybody else out. Like, what we doing here?
Exactly.
No,
So
but
we can't send
but apparently,
But-
Silent. Sorry to cut you off, Silent, but apparently we're about to sell Bobby Clark to
Yeah.
Salzburg. Apparently,
You believe that?
for 12
But
million.
Jesus.
Bobby
Clark's
Clark
going to
is
Salzburg.
way more.
Fabio's gone. Sepp
Fabio's
is going to
gone.
go, in my opinion.
Yeah. Apparently, Wolfsburg is
Ben
about
Doak
to get him.
is possibly going to get loaned.
Yeah, Ben Doak's on loan, and then Kai Gordon is on loan right now for
So you
Swansea.
just shaved off
Kai
five
Gordon's
people
on
out of
loan.
the five
Just-
players out of the
That's 6
22.
players they're gone.
Say five.
Yeah.
One of them we already counted as a young player, not going to be able to play. So you're down to 22. Again, it's the same issue. Is we have
Yeah.
strong 14
Which is
players.
where you want to be. 22 is roughly your number.
Yeah, but the problem is you have 11 excellent players that you can win the league with them, with just those 11. 3, 4,
Okay.
5 players are very good. Okay. And the rest are either developing or very young or too young, and you can't win more than one trophy, maybe two maximum. And that's what's been happening for us, to be honest. So I'm seeing the same thing of last year. If this is the squad that we're gonna play with and we're gonna work with, it's gonna be just another year of last year. We're gonna no, not a shit show. You know,
But that's
some of
why-
them are
that's why you need the
developing, are
additions,
getting a
though.
little bit better. Yes. So if they don't start
That's
bringing in
that's why
excellent
you need the additions.
players, and the addition, not a developing player, not a young player. No, you need someone that's already developed, that's gonna hit the ground and be a big element of winning the league, be the element of winning, or competing in multiple competitions at the same time and winning two competition. The squad that I see today, if we don't get any addition, especially in the frickin' 6, maybe defender and a striker.
Yeah. Because guess what? That 11 great players that we got, they can't play every game.
No, they can't. They can't
So-
play every game, and you're gonna get injuries in the middle of the season, like in around December, January. Every freaking for the past 2-3 seasons, December, January, boom, you get like
need at
8
least-
players, 7 players injured, 9 players injured, and you start bringing in these young guys. The young guys are doing their best and whatnot, but they cannot win you the league, for God's sake, And
Yeah,
the Premier League, I saw like yesterday. I can't remember the numbers. Sorry, I'm getting old. But the Premier League last summer, the 2023-2024 transfer window, the summer transfer window, it was the highest in the world. The highest spending league in the world in the summer transfer window was like 1.4, 1.5 billion euros. The second place, it was the Saudi league. And everyone else, you probably some like the Italian league with the German league with maybe the Portuguese league, all of these 3 leagues together, maybe they'll come close to the Premier League. So you are in a league that spends a lot of money. Aston Villa, I saw a freaking huge number for them, and Brighton. Brighton they spent already like over 100 million pounds. So what the hell are you doing, man? Like you need players. You need an end product.
They've sold
developed
big
player,
players
and
as
that's
well.
it.
So they need to plug the gap. So it's like,
It's-
that's
but-
one of the
but
issues.
see, they
We
are
need players,
spending
but we
money.
haven't sold anybody big.
Well, we have the money though. We are one of the few teams
No, I agree.
in the
I agree.
top 5. It's probably us and Real Madrid that our books are really good. We are always profiting. We're not losing money.
But we
Right?
spent last year though, and it's a different administration. All your points are valid, but they're valid for not the right reasons. Like we bought 4 players last year, right? We spent money last year. We spent money on good players. McAllister's a toast of the town, isn't he? So don't act like we
Yeah.
didn't spend money on good players.
Gravenberch, McAllister, Sabozza,
We
okay.
replaced
Yeah.
the players that we
So-
bought. They just replaced people who left. Players who left.
No,
players
that
who-
was it's not. It
McAllister
wasn't.
was for Fabinho. Soboslai was for
McAllister wasn't
Jordan
for some.
Henderson. I'm
So
saying you
just said McAllister was
Okay,
bought for
McAllister
down.
for Jordan Henderson. If that serves, if that's better
This-
term for you.
Yeah.
We bought 3 players or 4 players because we had 4 players leaving the team. We had Jordan Henderson.
No,
we had
that's not the
Miller,
case
we
though.
had
That's not the
Fabinho.
case though. Because
What
we
is the
already
case
had
then?
McAllister. We already had Dominic. So if they left and then we bought those players that you just went on about, Yes, that makes sense. But we went and already bought those players. It wasn't
We
about
bought
whether they
these
left or not.
to replace the
They
ones
were
that
coming to
left.
the team. They were coming to the team. You're painting
We
a
need
false
more
narrative,
players.
though. Sideline, painting a false narrative. It's not that we didn't spend money. We
We
did.
need more players,
This-
and we do need to spend more money.
Okay.
We do. We need to have at least 17 first-class players.
Yeah.
First-class bench and a starting 11.
Mourinho, they asked him in a press conference, who do you think going to win the league this year? He said, Man City A. Okay, who's second place? He was like, Man City B. Exactly. The guy knows about football more than me and everybody in this panel. Sorry, with all respect to everybody, right? When he say that, he say it from his experience, right? Him being in that circle, in that close circle.
Man City's really not that deep, to be honest.
Come on, man. Yeah.
They're not. They're not.
But
They're not that deep. Man
what you
City's
mean
not
about-
that
They're
deep.
not. So that's my point. That's why your
they're
point is
The
not.
depth in the squad, man. The
They're not
quality
that
and
deep.
your depth in your
Nah,
squad.
they're not.
That's
They're
what
not.
you
They're
mean.
not. They're not.
It's
as
not that
people
deep.
make
You
them
look
out.
at Manchester.
You're right.
They're not.
They're not
Stop.
that
That's
deep.
another
That's
false
probably
narrative.
this year. That's like
They don't have
this
two.
is
They don't
this
have
year
two
or last year.
11s.
That's it.
They don't have two 11s that would arguably win the league. They don't.
They don't. They don't have a backup for
They don't.
Rodri. They don't have a backup for Haaland. So
Just those two. Just
This
those
is
two.
this
That's
year.
enough.
I know this is what's happening this year, and it started last year. But before that, they were winning the league. They were winning another cup or two.
yeah,
They won the Champions League, right?
No, because
Now
they
they
were
are in the dip.
They were the
Now
best
they are
team.
doing
They were the best team without any question. But they weren't
exactly.
the deepest team. They weren't. People made out that they had 22 players that were the best in the world. They never did. They had a lot, but never 22. It was never two 11s where you could.
It was
say, "All right,
never
let's take the
20,
first
but
11
they
and play the
had-
second 11."
They edged the
Yeah.
17 and above. They
yeah,
edged
they
the
have like
17
17
above.
good players, 16 good players.
If you
16,
could put 100
17
million on
players,
your bench,
excellent players.
anytime you can put 100 million on your bench, then you know that you're in good stead. There's no quarreling about
17
Jack Grealish having to start. We had when we bought Nunes, everybody was saying well, Nunes has to start, and I said, well, he doesn't for me because Jota's better, but because he costs X dollars, you have to start. I don't agree with that. And
No,
if you
you
look
don't.
at
You don't
City,
have to.
they're winning when they have money on the bench. Jack sits on the bench, 100 million. What's the other guy? The left back. That's the centre back.
Guardiola.
Graviola.
Ake. Are you talking about Ake?
Him. No, Ake. Gavardio.
Yeah,
Gavardio. He was
Right,
on the
see the
bench
one
at
of
a
the
point in
two.
time as well. Yeah. That's 80 million, right? Whatever it is.
But my thing is, right?
We've
okay,
never
this-
had that luxury.
But this is my thing, right? Everybody's here focusing on this sixth position, but like Pops has been saying and Angel's been saying, like there's other positions that honestly need to be looked at as well. So even if we try for six, we could have already bought a right-sided player to back Mo up that we've been asking for 3 years now.
Maybe
Hasn't
more.
happened.
No, maybe more than 3 years, to be honest.
We need a left-sided
Longer
center
than
back.
3 years.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody on this center mid, but we got nobody to back up Mo. We have nobody, and this man cannot play a full season and all the
But
cups. He cannot.
there's no way that they let Matip go and now they're gonna let go of Steph. We haven't brought in a center back. It's crazy to me. And we were willing to. A tough man, you said it. We were willing to offload Joey Gomez.
Listen, man.
What is the plan? I think.
I'm
not
worried
sure
about
we
that
were.
right side of the midfield too, brother. Trust me. We sending Doak out on loan. We sending Gordon out on loan.
Right.
Who's backing up Mo? Who? But I'm saying he doesn't even have anybody, not even the youngsters to play in the cup. Who's gonna go out there? Harvey Elliott? Come on,
Yeah,
man.
you got Harvey Elliott.
Come on, man.
Yeah, no, see, that's the problem. Is we only have 13 really good players, and that's it. The
I
rest,
don't even say
they're
13.
good
13 is
to
a lot.
very
I
good.
don't say 13.
14.
I
I'll be
would say
generous.
less than 13. I don't know.
13, 14, that's about it. But that's it, man. That's why I say we need players.
We need because we get rid of we get rid of
And we don't need a
This is an
goalkeeper.
interesting comment.
Oh, honesty? Question. Did
Wow.
Look at Honesty's question.
What question is?
When sign a big player, Moaz Roma,
13 we only have-
Robert Hull City, Jota Wolves. Ali was a Roma player that became good at LFC before they were okay. That's an argument I've heard as well.
I get it.
Yep.
I get it.
Actually, most numbers in Roma is actually exceptional, to be honest, though.
But nobody was looking at him as a
They were
world
what?
beater. Though. He came to Liverpool.
Most
he became
numbers
a
in
world
Roma
beater.
was exceptional, though. And
became a
before,
world beater.
I think what's exceptional is to say that we only have 13 good players. That's exceptional.
Not good. No,
Come on now.
Not
That's
good,
not.
not
We
good.
have
No,
a,
it's not
okay,
good.
sorry,
Not
12,
good,
man.
not
We
good,
have
not good.
11.
We have
Good.
11. We have a lot of
That's all I
excellent.
will say. It was a good. No, was it? No, not good. Not good.
Listen, we have 11 great starting
Very good. He said very. Oh, what? Very good.
Yes.
You don't think
yes.
we have 11
So-
excellent players, 13 excellent players?
Who's
He
the
just said
13?
very good.
Excellent. Excellent.
13
No.
excellent
Not
players?
I think
excellent.
No.
Not excellent. No.
We
No.
don't have 13
Not excellent. 12.
No.
Not excellent.
on average,
excellent,
we'd say.
No, not excellent.
We have 11.
Excellent is an
great
elite
players.
few. There's an elite few.
But
Excellent,
So Crab is saying
I'm
11
saying we have
very good
13
players,
number, bro.
and I'm saying 13.
I would say I would say, but you're saying, but we're very good and elite saying, and then you're saying you're gonna throw in the world class status, whatever, on some of those that
Wait,
you hear
hold on,
sometimes.
12, man.
I'm
Listen,
saying I think we have some very good players, but we also have some elite players as well, world class players.
Exactly.
We only have
Yeah.
13. When you put it, even though you're saying we might have like 7 very good players or 8 very good players, well, we do have like 5, 6, 7 elite players. That's what I'm trying to get across.
No, I don't
Like
think we have
that
5,
alone
6,
is like
7
12,
elite
13 there.
players. We have like 5 elite
7
players,
elite.
max.
7
5.
elite is a stretch for me. 7 is a stretch.
5 elite
7 is a
max.
stretch, 12.
And
So you have
7
5
elites,
elite.
all right,
Okay,
then. All right.
5
If-
elite
if-
max.
if you're if
So
that
the
upsets
easy
you,
way is to go
that
through
makes
the,
it
I guess,
13
go through the
very good.
roster. Go through the
Alisson,
roster
Mo,
though, and then
Van
say
Dijk,
that then.
Alisson, Mo, Van Dijk, Trent, maybe. And that's about it. That's all I can
Trent
find.
maybe now? Okay,
And McAllister. There we go.
that's a maybe.
Well,
And
we're talking about world class.
No, we're talking about elite. I don't want to use that world class word.
I agree with Crab.
You know what I mean? The rest
Right.
are okay.
I agree with Crab.
So go through again. So all right. So then go through the list again. We'll count them off. So I wasn't even count. It's like 5 or
Oh, you're
6.
breaking up 12. No,
Oh,
I
okay,
get
that's
this.
That's 12 man. Come on.
Um,
It's the big three. It's the big three.
Wasn't able to hear him.
It's
The
the big
spine of
three.
our
It's the
team is
big
elite,
three
right,
first.
Pops? You would say
Okay,
that, right,
let's
Pops?
And then you have
listen.
Trent.
13 players, combine them, whether they're elite or very good. That's what we have. 13 very good to elite players. Okay.
Very
That's
good is a
about it.
stretch. Very good is a stretch. I would say Sabazala is a good player. Elliott is a good player.
No.
Robin
Tell
Birch is a good
me.
player.
Based on what is he a good? Like we can't do
Nope.
this.
They're not very
Based on
good
what?
yet. They're good
Yeah.
players.
So what's the basis of the good to very good?
Exactly.
That's
'cause if we're
really
using-
what.
Yeah,
they
because
need
if
to
we're using the
understand.
sample size of last season,
At,
he isn't.
at-
He's not
at
good.
the end of the day, like no matter how much we stretch it, good, very good, or excellent, they're mainly 13 players, 14 at best. If Jota is not injured, we're at 14. Right?
Yeah.
Of the 5
14
strikers,
players that could
of the
win
5
you
of the
something.
5 forwards. Of the 5 forward sideline, how do you rate them? So we got Salah, Jota, Diaz, Nunez, Gakpo.
Wait. Tama.
Can I rate them? Can I do it? Let me go first. Let me go
Go
first.
ahead.
Let me go first.
Go on, Graham.
Go ahead.
Mo is elite. Jota, very good player. The rest, good. That's it.
I would add only Diaz to that,
Nope.
Jota. Jota and Diaz, very good.
He has a very good
I it hurts me to say it, but I agree with Rasta, to be honest.
Fair enough, Graham. Fair enough.
No, but we're doing based on what we've seen, right? Not because
Yeah.
of what. Okay, yeah, and I agree
Yeah.
with Rasta. Yeah.
Yeah.
Based on what you've
Yeah.
seen, I think
Yeah,
we all joke around about Mo Salah, but he is elite though. We
elite.
can't-
exactly.
We can't.
Yeah.
We can't take that away from him. I'm sorry, like
No. You're right.
He's giving him a lot of shit, especially me and Chris.
being
But the
Chris-
man,
yeah,
the
yeah.
man's elite. The man is
Nah,
elite.
he's elite. He's
So
elite.
that's your attack, right?
Okay.
So
Midfield,
that's the
there's
attack.
no-
We kind of generally agree, right?
Well, Pops,
You
name
got
the
Salah
midfield.
elite.
In that attack, we've only got two that are above the line. The other three are just okay then, right?
Wait,
They're
who's the
Yeah.
two?
ones.
Jota
Who's the two?
and
2, 3 at max. If we add
Is Jota?
Diaz.
Is Jota?
Salah, Jota.
and
Yes,
that's it?
Salah, Jota.
Yeah,
I would
that's it.
say Diaz is
The other
up
three are
there, but
okay in that good range. But it's a
Yeah,
sliding
3.
scale because Nunes might be at the bottom for some people. Gakpo might be bottom. Whatever,
No.
but there's 2 and then
Nunes
there's
and
3.
Gakpo.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we do the forward
If you
line.
go
We
to
got
the
2 good
midfield and
players.
you do the same thing.
Right.
Go to the midfield.
All right, what's
You
the
go to the
midfield? What's the
midfield.
midfield?
and you
What's
do
the
the same
midfield
thing.
looking like?
The midfield. Wait, time on. Let me
So
get
you got
a
McAllister.
Wait. Hold on.
He's gonna be at the top.
But is he elite?
No, he's not elite.
He's
very
not
He's
good.
very
No,
good.
no. But
He's very
he's the
good.
top
Very
for the
good.
midfield though. Yeah, he's very good.
Yeah, that's
Underneath
right.
him then is all the rest. It's the Elliott,
Yep.
it's the Jones, it's the Sabozalai, it's the Gravenberch, it's the Endo.
They all towing the line. They
It's
all day, just above.
They are good.
It's Steph
But
if
that's
you want,
it.
it's Morton if you want, it's Neone
Yeah.
if you want. So if
They're just
you
good.
listen to all of them names, you're stretching, which is why we wanted in the midfield that additional player, in my opinion.
Yep.
Yeah. You're
I
right.
agree.
And you
Yeah.
want that man to be someone who moves the needle up a bit.
Yeah.
You go to the
I agree.
defense, again, it's very easy. You got Virgil on top, and then you got the rest. Hey, Luke,
Exactly.
You got.
Hello.
You got, are we talking about the keeper as
Ibu?
well?
You got Kwanzaa. Sorry. You got Ibu and Trent. Because Trent's a
How about Robbo?
defender. Sorry, not Ibu. Van Dijk and Trent. Van Dijk and Trent are by themselves. Then it's the rest.
Well, you can't. Nah. You
Robbo's
can't put
not at
Trent
the
and leave Robbo. out.
Robbo's-
No.
Robbo's not at the level with Virgil and Trent. He's not.
No,
No,
he's
you can't put Trent
He's
and,
not
and leave
Robbo.
Robbo.
No,
Sorry.
he's not. No, we can't
He's
do
not.
that, Russell.
He's not.
We have to be
Trent can pass
realistic.
the ball, but defense-wise, he can't defend like Robbo. Cannot.
Oh, okay. On the market right now, we're selling Robbo, we're selling Trent. How much you getting?
Oh, come on. Come on.
No, it's not fair because Robbo is way
All right,
older.
then.
That's not a fair.
Way older.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
So Robbo's
Jesus,
way
man.
older, which means then what are you saying? What are we doing? Let's be honest. That's the measurement in it.
yep.
Fair enough. I'll give you that
So-
one.
See, here's the problem, Crab. You heard me say Robbo was shit. I didn't say Robbo was shit. I didn't
He's
say that. That's
good.
what you heard, though.
He's good.
That's
He's
not what I
not
said.
elite.
Oh,
Robbo
is
Robbo
he-
uses
wait,
elite,
wait,
in my opinion.
is Robbo no longer very good?
He
Is
used to
that
be-
what we're
he's
saying?
very good.
No.
So now Robbo's just good.
He's
Robbo's
bad.
good.
No,
Robbo's
No.
bad.
there's the
Oh,
level
God.
of Trent and Van Dijk first, right? That's the top level, 12. Then the rest are underneath.
That's it.
Did
True,
you
I
did
agree
you hear
with
the
that.
rest?
Okay.
Did you hear where we went through? We went from the front to the back.
You missed the 12, man.
Yeah, it must have, because I think that Robbo is definitely very good still at his current spot.
Hey, 12,
So,
let me ask you this.
If you want
man.
to have a conversation about not being elite, we could have that conversation, because I think that the left back role, there's not that many left backs out there that are better than Robbo still, even at this stage of his career.
Yes,
but
12.
I
but 12.
still think that he has
12.
notched down from his top dog. Yeah.
Agreed. So if you're gonna agree with this, Robbo used to be at another level. Yes or no?
Absolutely.
Okay, good. That's all. That's it then. That's all you. That's it for me.
So 12
He's not
man.
at the level anymore. That's all I'm saying. He's not
12
rubbish.
man.
He doesn't need to be sold. He's not the
It's-
worst player on
But
the
that's
team.
also
He's just
why.
not
That's
at the
also
level he was
why.
before.
Oh no, totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
it.
to
That's
sum
it.
what we
Very
were
good.
saying, to sum what we were saying, is
You're
in the
just-
forward we got one elite player.
Yeah.
The midfield we got one elite player.
No, we don't have.
Or very good, which is McAllister.
He's not
McAllister.
elite player. No.
Very
not
good.
elite.
Yeah. We said very good. You're right. And we
McAllister.
have Van Dijk
So
as
McAllister's
elite.
not an elite. All right.
No.
No,
Not
he's
yet, not yet.
not
No,
elite.
not
Not
yet.
yet.
Not
Yeah.
Not yet.
No.
Not yet,
So basically,
And then
I'm trying to understand
the
this. So
defense,
basically,
we
you
got
just told me.
Van Dijk,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, but basically, you just told us that we have that. You just gave me a line of a team. You just gave me a
I-
forward that's elite. You gave me midfielder definitely. You might say McAllister's not elite. I believe McAllister's an elite midfielder. I believe so. He's one of the best midfielders in the world. No, he's not very good. He's elite. Stop that. And we have VVD. We have VVD who is an elite player, obviously, and then with Allison as an elite player. You can't tell me more of a spine. If not, if you do it with Mo Salah, I get it. He has a spine of a team.
Players, right?
But those were the all right. Of the three, the big three that are out of contract right now, and Allison were the ones that we put to the side anyway. 12. Those are the first ones. They're to me, they're on a page by themselves. Then it's the rest.
That's it.
Okay, compare this to Man City.
But that's not. Yeah, that's. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Pops. I'm trying to say that I have issue with the fact that like.
But 12. Listen to what I got to say here, right? Listen. I guarantee you can find 5 midfielders that are better than McAllister in the world right now. If you take your biases aside, seriously, think about it.
5 midfielders that are better than McAllister
right now. Come on, you can't. There is.
You go to City, you go to Real Madrid, maybe Bayern Munich, Leverkusen.
2 in Madrid alone. 2 alone.
Exactly. Then that's it. You got your point.
No, stop.
I'm gonna talk on this one.
Different position, though.
Stop.
Different position.
Stop. You're embarrassing yourselves.
I'm with
12. Yeah,
when you say midfield, you included all of the midfielders. You're not including.
You act like being. You act like even being in the top 10 is like a bad thing.
It's not.
You act like that would be a bad thing.
It's not. We're rating players,
but it's elite. It's still elite. It's still elite. Wait, it's still elite though, isn't it? If you're top 10, are you not an elite player? Even if you're top 5, I get it. But you're not. Oh, if you're a top 10 player, you're not an elite player. Gotcha. Okay. How many? How deep? So elite player is like
top 5.
All right. Okay. Look, let's give McAllister elite. If McAllister's elite, there's nobody else in the midfield that's on his level. Then 12.
Nope.
I agree.
I agree
with that one.
Right. Okay.
Well,
I said I didn't have a problem with saying that.
Man.
But
the
issue wasn't. Wait, hold on. Hold on. But the difference is though, it wasn't on elite players. The difference was it was on. This is my key. It was on very good players. You add very good and elite
very good players,
together.
We stretch it to 13.
Thank you.
With the very good players to 13. That's about it, man.
13 very good players. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not. It's larger than that, though. It is because you
still
go through a lot of.
No. They're either good or average.
Let's go to the front, Noah. Let's do this quick. Let's do this quick. Let's go to the front.
Right. Go ahead.
Go ahead, 12. Your front 4. Who is elite and who's very good?
5.
Oh, you want me to go through the list? Oh, okay. Well, no, just name them off right now. Name off the players so we can go. 5. Because
front 5.
Salah.
Just our front 5. Oh, okay. Then Mo Salah is definitely a lead.
Jota.
I think that.
Right, Jota.
I think that Jota is definitely. If you're not gonna call him a lead, okay, I understand it, but that's an argument. But I would definitely say he's very good, right? He's not elite. He's definitely on the cusp of being. He could be elite if but he's very good. I'm saying it's underneath elite. Okay.
No
Lucho's very good.
No problem. Okay. Gakpo.
Very good.
And Nunez.
Very good.
Really? Nah, man. Nah, Nunez is not very
good. No.
Yes.
Now I understand.
Oh, okay, right. He's not very good.
I understand 12. No. But now I understand you, 12. Now I understand you. Having done the 5, now I understand you. That's all. I just needed to understand where your scale was. I understand.
But you forgot one. You forgot one, 12.
I'm trying to say.
Yes.
I said Diaz is very good.
Oh, okay.
Lucho is very good. Lucho is 3rd.
I mean, that's 5 alone, right? But I'm also saying that I also think do the back line then. I'm also saying that we also have some very good, if not elite players in the back line. We just went through the 5, so that's 5 very good players. Okay, the league count for very good because they already surpassed very good. All right.
So
So
on
then
your
the
scale,
back
on your
line,
scale, 12.
Connor Bradley is very good.
Wait. 12,
Joe
12.
Gomez is
So on
very
your
good.
scale, all 5 are very good and above. On your scale for our front, very good and above.
For our front 5, I believe are very good or above. Yes, I do think so.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Now, to me, I understand what you mean now. I don't need you to do the rest. I understand where your levels are. We just disagree on levels, that's all.
Mm-hmm. Yes, agreed.
That's why the 13 is going to be offensive to you, because at the back, you're going to say Connor Bradley is very good. Trent is elite. Van Dijk is elite.
Absolutely.
Ibu is at least very good. Kwanzaa is at least very good.
Absolutely.
Robbo is probably
because
very good to elite for you, depending on. And Costas is very good. Did I get it right?
Costas is on the lower scale. Costas is on the scale of good to very good. He brings different. Costas is certainly the lowest out of the back line, I would say. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Fair enough.
So I got you because
I got the way he gauging it, but I don't agree with it. But
I actually came.
Get it.
I got it. Now
because I also think that all these players are seen as at least very good. If they're good players, we don't have bad players on our squad. I don't really think there's not really a player on our squad. Do you say, oh, he's a bad player?
No, nobody said that.
Some of them I've
said we have.
Okay. So if we're gauging it, if we have tiers, if we had tiers, the majority of our team would be good, very good, if not elite. And I'm saying we have a big section of that, an equal section, if not 60-40 or 70-30 section of that is very good to good players. And those good players are good, but they're also squad players, and they make up for places of things.
Yeah, but that's where we
make up for places that have to be. But I'm saying they make up for places that we have to have on the team. Now, everyone wants to be a third, fourth string player. I get that. There's minutes. They want to play. But everyone doesn't. If our depth holds, and I know it hasn't with the Klopp system, but if our depth holds with the slot system, we could still be very, very comparable or very, very able to contend in this league. And with this campaign, I really do believe that. Because we have enough of those kinds of players, those caliber players that have been tested. Yes.
I just want to be clear on what you said just now. You said to contend. So do you currently think, as the squad is right now, that we can compete for the title? For the title.
I think that we will be in contention for a title.
Is that a yes or no?
You think we can, as it stands?
I think yes. I said I think we can. I said we'll be in contention for a title. Okay. We can compete, but I'm not saying that we will run away with it. What I'm trying to say is I don't think we'll run away with it like we did when we did actually win. No, I'm not saying that, but I said we could contend because we've seen if we can stay healthy, and who knows, maybe the bad luck stick goes to other teams and they're not as lucky or as fortunate, and they have to deal with what we had to deal with. With like injuries, but all the same, even if they don't or do, we could contend. I think we could, because this team is a good team, and it's a.
Good, I gotta clip you up on now.
Good, take it, clip it. Yeah,
so
part of Nunez Army. Yes.
Well, yeah. So just again, I just want to be clear. The caveat around us contending is that we are fit all season.
I think that the caveat of us winning this year is because we're not playing the same system as well with a coach that because his system is set up differently with more control than it is a blitzkrieg. Okay. You have something of players being able to maintain a campaign a little bit more so. And if we can do that this year, and if they do take on the measures of how we're going to play differently and still utilize how we are going to play the same, which is somewhat similar with the counter press, yes, I think that we can contend because we have a very good team. We have an elite team.
That word is overused. Elite team.
Yeah. No.
There you go. I didn't say why.
Fair enough. Fair enough, 12 man. You know, like
No,
But
that's your
then
opinion.
if we don't,
But,
I get you. If we don't, then you can stop. Then you can stop saying we are Liverpool Football Club or whatever. Like that's basically the throwback. I get it. We are Liverpool Football Club, and we have a very solid team. We just what Zubamendi would have been an amazing compliment. The thing you basically guys are just saying we should stop going for dimes. I want to go for dimes. You're right. I get it. But I'm willing to go for dimes. Even if they reject me. How about that?
we need to move the needle.
That's it. That's the word right there.
We
we
need to move
need
the
higher
needle.
quality players within the squad, so we can.
You,
So when we're competing for the league, which is 38 games, and at the same time we're going to be playing in another 3 competitions,
Yep.
we
60
need more of
60 games.
high quality players, right?
The closest
To
squad to
be
having a elite squad is Real Madrid.
Yeah. The squad we have, I'm not
It's
saying that the
supposed
squad
to
we
be
have is
elite.
bad.
In every
Listen.
position is Real Madrid.
So the squad we have is not bad. It's good. It's
is
very
good.
good. It's
Also-
elite. It's solid. That's fine. None of these words win you the league.
That's
You need a
when
high
12 said
quality
solid
squad.
just now. That's why I wanted to go back on him with, he said we have a very solid team. And I said that's
We do
different
have a
to
solid team. That's
elite
correct.
team. Those two
Don't mix.
things are slightly different.
No, they don't mix.
Yes.
Because you said we were elite, then you said we have a very solid team. And I agree with you. We do have a very solid team. For me,
But we're not
we're
elite.
third right now as it stands.
Yeah. We're
Lucia
not
says
elite.
first. I need
No,
something else. I need more for us to be first. I
You
think
need somebody to
I
just
don't think
tip
we're
us a little bit.
100%
more.
agree with you,
I don't
Pops.
think we're first. Yes.
100%
This is not
agree with you.
100 million or 200 million. It's just the type of player that the
Top
coach
player.
wants in the right spot.
Top
I
player,
think
yeah.
we need 6 up front, and we still only have 5. Now, if we're sending Kyle Gordon on loan, or we're sending Ben Doak on loan, or whatever, that says to me someone else is coming, because you cannot
Well, we
expect
hope
Salah
so.
to do
hope
60
so.
games on the wing. That's
I
my
like the plan
fingers
to put
crossed.
Sabozlai out there.
If
Oh.
you want to keep Vandenberg, then we have 5 center backs. Then you don't need to buy a center back. Then get me the next Zubamendi, and I'm ready to go to battle. I'm ready.
Definitely the right side.
If we had signed Elise,
If
if we had signed Elise and Zubamendi, I was ready to go. Ready to go. I'm ready. Elise, Zubamendi. All right, let's go. Lock it up. Let's go. Let's see what we can do.
Yeah, we need an attacker. We need a midfielder, and depending on what they want to do with Seb, we need a defender.
That's
Ideally,
why I don't
we would-
understand the
I think
Carvalho.
We would like
sale.
another
Still don't
defender.
get it. I still don't get
All
Carvalho.
these
But
3 players,
he's not
they
good
need
enough,
to be.
Crab, though. He's not good enough. Carvalho's not good enough. He's not.
We need
All right, put it this way. Let's flip it. Let's buy Carvalho now for our front 6. Are you excited?
because he's young. Like you said,
If we're
with Trent,
buying him right now
he's
to
young.
add to the front 5.
Same as Trent. He's young. Room to improve.
He's not the same as Trent. He's not the same as Trent.
No,
I didn't
he's
see
not the same as Trent.
I'm saying the same
But-
point you made with Trent. Okay.
Trent's point was not just his age. His class is still up here.
Nah, Mike, listen. My point to you is,
Trent-
Pop, that we're selling players. You understand? But we're not restocking the shelves. That's my problem. I'm worried about it.
All right. They said August. We got 2.5 weeks left. They have to do something in 2.5 weeks.
That's what he said. Yeah, as a player, you want to go somewhere where you want and you feel good and appreciate it. That's why I'm here. I know he's not all that, but it's facts. You
Okay.
want to be. It is what it is. I'm not mad at the Carvalho thing. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying we're selling players that could make the squad, and we're not restocking. That's
We
my
have to
problem.
wait to see if we're gonna restock.
Oh, it's almost 2 weeks.
We've
to
sold him.
The season start next week, Pops.
Yeah, we got 2.5 weeks left. In
But the
transfer
season
window.
start next week. You always use one person used to always say, get the signings early and integrate them quick. You
Yeah.
used to say that all the time.
Yep,
You
I
Pops.
agree with that.
Yes,
You know
but
what
you
I
know
mean?
what? But in summer, they said to me, nothing is gonna happen until August. So what am I supposed to do?
I don't know. It's better to buy the player at the beginning of the preseason so you can integrate them, let them play with the team, a few games and whatnot, get used to the team, to the chemistry and all of that stuff. You buy the player, towards the beginning of the season, and then you throw him in a game, a Premier League game or a league or a cup or whatever. I don't know. Then at that point, you got to buy like a really professional elite player that will fit in from minute one. Other than that,
he doesn't need to fit in from minute one.
Yeah, other than that, you're either, like making a joke out of yourself or I don't know. I don't know what you're trying at that point then.
I just don't think, I don't think this team can push for the title. I just honestly do. Even if we stay healthy, we cannot.
I agree with you. I agree with you on that. The current squad, no.
We would need some luck. We would need some luck.
We need a lot of luck.
We need some bad luck, as 12 was saying on the other side.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
some bad luck on the other side as well.
Yeah.
But come on, like if you're a team that with a winning mentality, you don't depend on luck, right? If you're a team with a winning mentality and a winning heritage, you're not going to depend on that. Man City and Arsenal are going to have a lot of injuries and whatnot and a lot of bad luck for them. Nah, man, you don't win the league with that.
It's facts. Listen, we have been in this situation for a while now, and this is a new manager, and I know fans are gonna expect things to happen right away. And like my mom Pop says, we got a team that is ready to win right now, bar one or two important signings. But I don't know, man. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. You know what I mean? Next week is our first, and I'm excited, but yet still worried. You know what I mean?
We always play one of these promoted teams, at the beginning of the season. Isn't that the trend now?
Listen,
we played Chelsea. We had Chelsea.
Did we play Chelsea?
Yeah, we had the boring
first game
Chelsea.
last season was Chelsea at the bridge. At the bridge.
Okay. But prior to that, we played Fulham Leeds when they came back to the Premier League. We played Norwich. Who else we played? I think we played Fulham when they first got promoted.
I don't know, man. But these young teams coming up or these new teams coming, they got no fear, man. They coming up hungry.
Yeah, they're at the beginning of the league. Oh yeah, they come really excited.
I understand. I respect 12 man's points, and I get what he's trying to say, and I know what he's trying to say, and I completely understand. But we just have a difference of opinion. 12, you know that, like, you know what I mean. I big up what you said and all that, but yeah, I just can't agree with that. I get it, but I just can't agree with it. It's just, you know what I mean. We just right. Go ahead. What did he say? Hello? Oh, he's gone. Yeah, even City right now ain't got that much depth right now, to be honest.
But that's the point. Is that I still think though we do have some very good players. I get that we can differ on the number of very good players. I definitely understand that there is if we're dealing on a grade system, that's how I'm looking at it. If we're doing a tier system, I'm looking at it. They might not be at the front of that queue, but they're certainly in that queue. That's what I'm trying to get across. And would I like to have elite players completely down the list? Absolutely. But that's not really possible. And even if we have, not necessarily.
It's not possible. You're right.
It's not.
But you don't need elite players in every single position, to be honest.
You don't.
Right. That's what I'm trying to say. But if you have elite players in the right positions, and you also have them to the point where you have some very good players that are in that upper echelon of very good, as opposed to the lower echelon of very good, then it can work out.
That's a thin line.
Things can work out.
Upper and the lower echelon. That's a thin line, man.
I mean, because there are good players, there are bad players, there are other tiers to this list. I think that the majority of our players, I think the majority of our players are in that either close good to very good tier, if not in the very good tier. That's what I'm trying to get across. I don't think we have a below standard team. I don't think we have any bad players, and I think we have very few good players in that 25-man roster. When you add it all up, that's what I'm trying to get across.
But this is how I gauge it. Right? This is how I gauge it, right? This is how I gauge it.
12 man,
we said you can't finish below third, right? So that would never suggest we have a bad team, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
If you're
we
gonna finish
never
third, you
suggested
have a
that
bad
we have a
team.
bad team. And
Yeah.
but the current team that we have is good enough for third, second position. That's it.
But we want to win.
Nah,
If
that's
we
second.
wanna-
I think third or fourth.
And we don't want third or
Mo,
second.
BBD, we want to win.
So we're going to need a little bit more elite players. We're not saying we need 11 elite players. Like, even if you look at City, they don't have 11 elite players, but they have probably like 6 or 7. And the rest are very good.
I always gauge it with Man City. I always look at it like
They set the
our
bar,
front line,
yeah.
who in our front line, because they're the best team, right? Who in our front line could get into their front line? Mo Salah. That's it.
That's it. Yep.
Midfield. Who in our midfield could get into their midfield?
McAllister. That's it.
McAllister. Maybe.
McAllister over Kovacic. No, McAllister over Kovacic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you
Yeah.
if you don't pick Kovacic in the midfield, you pick
That's right.
Silva and Rodri
Silva.
and KDB.
Yeah.
KDB is not.
McAllister don't get in that midfield. He doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think KDB is on his last good days there.
And then you go into the back line. You know VVD getting in there. Okay. Right back. I mean, I don't know.
Walker.
For me, Walker is old.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Trying to walk
Exactly.
right for me.
See, and we're talking like this, and we're Liverpool fans.
Yeah. And Allison. That's it. That's all I get at the back line for me for sure is Allison and VVD.
No, wait. You're talking like that, and we're Liverpool fans, not we. All right?
Okay,
with
we're
that.
talking like that, except 12 man.
You know what I mean?
Except 12 man.
12 is only picking
Well,
Haaland.
seriously.
Haaland is the only one that gets in. Haaland's the
How
only
much
one.
of our
Right, 12?
players get into City's team 12? Seriously, come on, man.
Now you
Yeah,
say
how many of our players-
right.
Crab, you gotta say it the other way. How many City players get into the Liverpool team? That's what you gotta say for 12, man.
Haaland,
Well, Rodri definitely gets in at the 6. I understand that.
Haaland for sure.
You could say Haaland. I know Nunez
Haaland
does
in the
bring
nine.
other. Yeah, I would go Haaland over Nunez. I understand that, but I do think that I do value Nunez's contributions on what he brings
Yeah.
as much. I think I bring because he has.
You don't gotta big up Nunez. We understand.
Right.
You don't gotta big up Nunez.
All right, so let's
Haaland's
just
over
move on.
everybody.
Yes.
Haaland's over everybody.
Right.
So it doesn't matter. Yeah, everybody in the
Right.
world of football. So it doesn't mean that Nunez is
Right.
bad.
So wait. So but then who's on? So then left wing for City, right? You're gonna
depends who you
either.
Foden,
I don't
Phil
think
Foden.
Phil Foden.
Foden was playing the
Foden.
10 more so than like the left wing really for City.
He played across. He played left. He left.
He
right,
filled
right.
in. City
Yeah.
Foden benefited. Foden
How they
somewhat benefited by the fact that the guy that you just called, that someone I think just said was not even very good. He was no longer elite, but he's not even very good anymore apparently. But as KDB, he picked up the slack majorly for them that last year. And
So who gets in there? You don't say none of them gets in. Foden doesn't get in the left side.
I wasn't looking at him. I was looking more like Doku
No,
or like. I was thinking more like that's the lineup that he was playing towards the end of the year. So that's what I mean, like what, a Jack Grealish? No, I don't think they get over
Can't
it.
get Doku or Grealish. No, they can't get it.
No.
So that's why. So
Foden.
I'm not counting Foden on that front line. That's my point.
Okay, fair enough.
So
So,
So who's
Alright,
on
so
the right side?
where's
then?
Foden
Salah.
play?
the
Where's Foden
midfield,
play then?
midfield, I will contend. Midfield is tough. McAllister could possibly make a shout, but the midfield is tough to argue to say that it wouldn't be an all City midfield.
Okay, let's do the back line then.
Well done, 12. Well done.
That was good. I give you a back. Let's do the back line now.
Back line, I still think that Trent is a better right back, even though he plays a different role. But they do invert sometimes too. I still think Trent is better.
In
Better than
attacking,
Walker?
Trent's better.
I still think that Trent is a better right back than Walker.
12
Yes,
is
I
picking.
do.
Let 12 pick. Let 12
Okay,
pick.
sorry. Go ahead. Sorry, 12. Sorry, my
Okay,
bad.
okay.
And I think that there could be an argument with a fit Konate. He is an elite center back. His availability is the only thing that knocks him from being an elite, in my personal opinion. He
That's
is
what you
a
think.
yes, I get that, and that's why I can say that. That's why he could be a knockdown to very good. But
But you're not playing Konate, man. You got a bunch of players at City that could play next to Van Dijk. Come on, man.
you can make an argument for it, but I don't think that. I think that the center back pairing, whether it was Kwanzaa and VVD, or even obviously Konate and VVD, especially, was, if not the best, the second best at least center back pairing in the Premier League.
Wow.
That I will say confidently.
Yeah. It's a
Interesting.
bit of a stretch.
Tough, man.
Okay.
I gotta love you, boy. Like, there's no doubt.
Okay.
Well, then tell me the center back
Okay.
pairing. Tell me the better center back pairing in the league. Then I can't see the chat anyway, so just tell me the center back pairing that you have for them that are better.
John
Tell me the
Stones?
two.
Arsenal pairing was better. City pairing were better.
They weren't better, so don't go there. They don't even the way that they play is different anyway. But they
How many
weren't
goals did he let in?
statistically.
Well,
Statistically, they're not better.
So
12.
Premier League table.
We
Exactly.
conceded more goals than both
Exactly.
City and
I
Arsenal,
wanna get the numbers actually
Yeah.
for last season.
right? But
So
it wasn't,
City
it
have
wasn't a duo,
conceded.
so I'm not asking
Hold
you
on,
to pick
Pops.
Kwanzaa and VVD.
City
I want you to
conceded
pair
34
two people that
goals.
you think would be the best.
Yeah, Pops.
Say it
City
again. Say the question again.
City conceded
Go on.
34 goals.
Yeah.
Arsenal conceded 29 goals.
29, yeah. And we were 41.
Liverpool 45 goals.
Oh,
Exactly. So City and Arsenal pair, by numbers, are better.
No, they're not. Still, though.
And we have
They're
a
not.
better keeper than
Because-
both of them.
I know
Our
that those
keeper is
numbers
better
right
than
there.
them.
all right, but 12,
Exactly.
12. It wasn't.
It's not exactly.
wasn't
What are
to
you
pick a
talking?
pairing
I
of
just
our
asked
two
you.
players, right?
Then I'm not even. I'm asking you to pick a
Numbers.
center back
I have to do with
pairing.
numbers.
Center back pairing that is
Arsenal
better.
pairing,
We already went through that. Center
City
back
is
pairing.
better.
Center back pairing out there that you say are better than VVD and Konate healthy fit. Because there's points when that statistic.
You're making
But
a
I get
caveat.
that.
I could say John Stones then. I could say John Stones.
John
Right,
Stones,
even if you don't say John,
yes.
right,
VVD and
because
John
then we.
Stones.
But then again, with
VVD and John Stones
Kwanzaa,
together,
but
to
with
me, would be better than
Kwanzaa,
Konate then.
I know, but Kwanzaa definitely played above station this year. I would argue that Kwanzaa was one of the better center backs in the league. He filled in admirably for Konate
I
as
would
that
agree.
second. Okay,
No,
to
I
the
would
point where
agree.
he is now
He was
he's
one
more
of
the
the best.
consensus. He's one of more the consensus high picks to start in front of him, right? But I also think that Konate and VVD there are points where they're argued as being the best center backs in the Prem. Period. Over
Right,
Saliba.
12,
The only
12.
difference is just the availability portion of it that
understand what you're
impacts the
saying.
question.
Good.
So
That's
Oh.
key to the question though.
right. So far, I've
Yeah.
only been told
If
that
you're just
the only two
if you're just
answers
writing
are
it down,
Arsenal or
you're
City.
just writing it down. You're gonna write VVD, and from City and or Liverpool, who you're gonna put next to him. You're saying that you're gonna put Konate next to VVD, and that's what you think is your best center.
No,
back.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that I could make an argument to say that Konate could be rather than a Ruben Diaz. Yes.
No, agree.
But we want to know who you would put there. Seriously, we don't.
Who you
want
picking?
to get
Yeah.
who you put in there.
I understand
put in
because there's an argument for everybody, right?
Right.
Who are
Certainly.
you pairing VVD with? If
Certainly.
you're looking at
Who you
those
pairing
teams,
VVD
you're
Yeah,
saying, all right,
that's like saying, but that's
Who you
also
pairing
saying,
VVD?
would I rather have Vardiol? I wanted to get Vardiol, for instance, last year, but I don't think that. But I do think that Robbo is a argument against for that position. He's played admirable when he was been healthy. Simicast has played well when he's been asked to contribute. We had 2 freak injuries to our left backs that really put us in a twist. And guess what? Joe Gomez played pretty amazing for a left back last year. I understand that injuries happen, and that has impacted us back really drastically this year. I'm hoping that we have better health with the injury, especially under this coach that orchestrates his teams to navigate being more available. And I think that a good number of our players can be elite and can win games for us. We have a very elite team. We have a good team. I'm just emphasizing it. That's all. With other words, but that's what we do. We have a very good team. I would go as far as to say yes, and we have Allison. I think if we can finish off, yes, I do think Allison is better than Ederson. So you want their whole lineup, and I think there was like other than the midfield, Holland, maybe one player in that back line, and that's it. That's 5 players.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I respect that.
What position does Foden play for you then? Just curiously.
He plays where I'm doing the same thing with maybe KDB and Foden then, because Foden was playing more of the KDB role last year.
He was on the left a lot though.
So you only have one in your team then.
But if he wasn't right, I'm only playing him when it comes to the midfield. Is now I only have 3 positions for the midfield, so I have to make a choice. Is it KDB or is it Foden? It's Foden for me. I would go Foden. So, okay. But obviously from the numbers. But I mean,
that's the 10 effectively. Then that sort of free,
right?
Spot.
Kind of like Cole Palmer.
Okay.
And you're playing. So you're playing Rodri and who next to Rodri then? Macava or Bernardo Silva, somebody like that, right?
I know, and I would just play. You know what? And I'm being honest. I would play. Bernardo Silva is such a good player, and I hate saying that out loud, but I mean, I still would play Macca over him just because I hate him so much. But that's just me being me being honest. I know. Okay, I don't want a team with Bernardo Silva. It's just oh my gosh.
I get it. No, I hate Bernardo Silva as well, but he's
Bernardo Silva, bro.
Right. I'm sure Bruno Fernandes would be a good addition. You know, I'm sure he could be a good addition to this midfield. But would I want to play him over Macca?
Heck, he would.
Yeah. Heck no.
But I hate the idiot. He's a dirty player. He would though, Pops. Come on. You want to take Bruno over Fernandes?
Not for
Bruno
me.
over Szoboszlai?
No.
Really? As a number 10?
No.
See? Okay.
Wow.
I don't like him. I can't pick him. I don't like him.
Exactly. So you're in the same boat with me.
Bernardo Silva would be a different discussion. Bernardo would be a different discussion.
Oh, that's a different discussion.
Wow. Bernardo Silva, I'd have to be honest. I would
say you're turning into Drifty, bro. Comments say you turn into Drifty. Oh,
I know. I'm just being honest, people. I'm just being honest.
Look in your back book and bring up 12th team. Man, we did the team draft.
Yeah.
All I'm hearing is that LFC doesn't stand a chance this season.
Nah. It's not that we don't.
I just don't feel that we could win the title. I think we could come second as our best.
We need a lot to go.
That's pushing.
We need a lot to go in our favor with the current team.
Yes,
as it is right now constructed, we would need a lot to go in our favor. I think with the right additions, however, I'm ready for an assault on the Premiership. I'm ready.
That's right. That's right. But that's what we're talking about. 12. We're saying with this team, honestly, I think our best bet is third, fourth.
I'm not going to fourth.
I don't want to go to fourth.
To do the fourth thing. No, I'm not willing. I'm not willing to do that. Leave that.
When my mom won't need a rest. When my mom won't need a rest, Pops. Who we putting out there, Pops? As
it stands, I'll be honest. As it stands now, we're gonna switch Lucho to the right.
But is he gonna be as effective? Well, He wasn't even effective on the left anyway. But
he was effective on the right, though. He was effective on the right. I like that shout, and I also like. I've been shouting for a minute. I don't mind seeing if we can't find a spot for Szoboszlai in the 10, the way we're utilizing Elliott too. Because I don't really want to see him as a 6, to be honest with you. I don't want to see Dom as a 6.
No.
So like, if we're gonna be using it, why not utilize him as a right wing or him in that solid spot? I would be down with it. That would
I'm down with that. But I would still like somebody though. I would still like anybody. Get me Wilfred and Didi or something. I don't know. Get me anybody, man. Jesus, please.
Not Ndidi, man. Not Ndidi.
But Ndidi was good 3 years back. I mean, he could change. He could be a little better. How old is he? 27? He's not that old,
I don't know, but not Ndidi, man. That's gone, Crab.
Is that boat still?
Yes.
Damn. Let me. I don't know. I just want somebody to come in, man. I get it. I want quantity. I want quality, but still, Jesus, it's just a sad times now. You know what I mean? We need somebody to lift the spirits. The fan base needs a little boost.
The fans are drowning in the fact that we're the only professional team that hasn't signed the player in the summer. That's
crazy. That is crazy.
So again, that currency that we spoke about, that banter, is getting to some people. That's the problem.
That's facts.
Big up Flawless.
Big up yourself, Flawless.
Big up John.
Android kind of died. Yeah, that boy disappeared off the map, bro. I don't know what happened to him, but yeah, he just. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I mean, I would take him. I mean, by all accounts, he's a good player. No, he's a good player. He's not elite.
Before you get the James Ward pros, I think we should end it tonight.
You know that was coming.
Oh my goodness.
You know that was coming. He must have
been taking shots. Look,
Anderson's
Hey,
Lord. Listen, we have to sign at least one player, man. I don't even care. Like, honestly, Quasi show this morning, the man was direct. The man said, listen, the deal is done. He coming. Call and he can get so much lashes, right? I tell him, man, I said, Quasi, don't do it. But yeah, the man said the deal done. Everything is just smoke screen and making it look like it's a big problem, but the man coming. So all right. The famous wise words of my man Pops until the man this here with the number 5 on the back of the shirt saying, yeah, ain't happen. They crazy.
I ain't interested in tweets or quotes or none of them things. Show me a man with a shirt.
The coppish chat cooked him all day, Cal. Jesus, boy. Listen. The man 0 for 2, boy. 0 for 2. Cal 0 for 2. Don't let me on Friday Night Live as I'm going to be nuclear. Might use nuclear even if it's Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh, you're like Chernobyl, man. You're ready to blow up.
Week, man. We already know. We already know it's with you.
We know, man. We know. Don't worry. I don't know if the Friday Night Live is this Friday, but yeah, see, John Santos said, yeah, agreed. Pops was saying it all along. We just need that one player to push for that title. One player, maybe 2. Like Zubomendi, at least
2 at minimum. 3 would be perfect. 3 would be perfect. Because we lost 3 players, so effectively we should be willing to add the 3 players.
Honestly said, question, maybe Zubomendi got a weak mentality and he didn't want to challenge himself. Who knows?
Honestly, it doesn't even matter to me now, to be honest. It doesn't matter to me.
If you don't want us, we don't want you. I that's how I look at it. If you don't want to come to us, cool. Then it makes no sense. Your heart gotta be in it, man. You gotta come. You know what I mean? You gotta if you want to come, you come. You gotta show love. You can't, you know what I mean? Nah, man.
Pause on that one. Yeah. But definitely. I definitely. There was just way too much. There was just way too much at it.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Big up sarcasm. Big up AJ.
Big up AJ. Big up Sarcasm City. Yeah, big up.
But yeah, we gonna shut this off because I just stressed right now. All my grades got a little grayer. You know, I can go do a pops and just go bald completely. Cause yeah, it's just not a good look for me, man. It's just, you know, I don't know what's gonna happen in the next couple of weeks, but the season starts next week and we still ain't got nobody in the door. So
Friday evening is the first kickoff. We are Saturday morning, bright and early.
John Santos says, sad keeping Salah without ambition to win the league. Yeah, and you know Salah likes to win. He want to win things. That's what the man is about. So all the Saudi talk, the man want to win. The man I care about Saudi right now. So yeah, you know, it's crazy.
Bigger all the Liverpool fans, you gave us top-notch statement tonight.
All the ones that jump on the bandwagon, the Zubomendi bandwagon.
Who do you support? Out of curiosity. We got more
He
entertainment.
looks like a Spurs fan because he got our last name.
Madison?
He might be a Spurs fan. You know what I mean? Yeah, honestly, yeah, man. Honestly, said I blame Adrian. He told Zubomendi listing there's no fresh orange juice. Zubomendi said, really not bun this. Oh, Lord.
Well, that's your responsibility, 12. You're supposed to get the orange slices. What are you doing, man?
Yeah, man. We just didn't want to take care of horses anymore. Adrian didn't want to take care of the horses anymore.
The ball. It's crazy. But listen, we got 2 weeks, like my mom pop says. Big up yourself. Flawless. We got 2 weeks.
Big up, Flawless.
And, you know, it's not over till the fat lady sing. You know what I mean? And, you know, she's starting to drink some more. She's gargling the throat a little bit, so we're going to see. That's all I can say.
Yeah, it did. Honestly.
Pause.
Oh, my goodness. We definitely need to, let's end this. Yeah, let's end this here. Let's end this now.
All right, man. Listen, thanks to everybody for coming on and listening to our sorrows.
Big up Flawless for the raid.
Thanks for the raid, yes. Big up 12 Man for coming in and sharing his opinion, you know, about the elites and the non-elites of the Liverpool squad. Respect. I don't know if we're doing something on Friday, but we definitely can be here for the game.
We'll be here Saturday morning, bright and early.
Bright and early. So yeah, looking forward to seeing everybody.
Flawless, we got a link in the season, man.
Yep.
Let's make
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bring out the burner phones.
Always.
And the
Tell a friend.
We out of here.
Bless.
Peace.
Peace.